There we go. We should be good. We should be good. All right. So, I guess I was muted that entire time that I was giving that speech. But Sunday Night Football, we got the Chargers. We've got the Niners. This should be an interesting game. Did not know I was muted the entire time because I was setting stuff up here. But this is going to be an interesting game. Both teams are both teams are playoff teams, or at least competing for a playoff spot right now. The Chargers 5-3 and the Niners 4-4. Both of them technically in a relatively good place. Honestly, I think this is a game. It's at home, well, quote unquote home for the Chargers. So this is one they would definitely love to win. But I don't know. With the Seahawks lost today, if you're Niners, you want to try and get closer and closer to taking that division. So I think this is the time you want to pounce and be able to get that going. But I don't know. The Chargers are also trying to go for the division as well against Kansas City. But you might be out of the reach. You're 5-3, and Kansas City is now 7-2. That is a very tough hill to climb. So I don't know. I don't know who I want to go with today. I'm probably just going to take... I'd never like to bet on the Chargers. I would probably take the Niners tonight. I trust in the Niners to be more consistent than the Chargers. But we'll see what happens. Should be an interesting game. Titans are 6-3 after an 0-2 start. Congrats on the Titans. They're playing good football, but again, I just don't think they have enough firepower to get to the Super Bowl. They're going to be a playoff team. They're going to win their division, but past that, I don't know. Maybe they win a home playoff game. I just don't think the Titans have enough to actually get them to a Super Bowl. But they're such a well-run team that they're able to still compete, despite the fact that they're missing something, especially at the quarterback position. Tannehill's not the guy to lead them to a title. But yeah, congrats on them for being 6-3 after starting 0-2. They're a well-run football team. Obviously, you got a hell of a head coach, and you've got lots of great players. So I like the Titans. I think they're a good team. They're a solid football team, and they will be in the playoffs. I believe they're going to win their division because there's no one else really competing in that division right now. So they're going to win their division with ease, and they'll have a home playoff game. But past that, I don't know if they're going to win that home playoff game or if they're going to just go one and done. I don't know. I just don't believe the Titans are going to go the distance. And I'm not even sure if Titan fans truly believe their team is going to go the distance. Like, honestly, they're one great quarterback away from, honestly, being the biggest threat to anybody in the NFL. You put a great quarterback with that Titans team. Obviously, the weapons aren't exactly the best, but you put a great quarterback there so that they don't have to rely on Derrick Henry to carry the offense. And you're talking about a unit that just plays solid fundamental football on both sides. Yeah, that's a tough team to deal with. They're not the best. They don't have the best defense. Obviously, they don't have the greatest offense, but they still find ways to win football games. And in this league, it's not easy. It's not easy to win in the NFL. I know on a daily basis we'll roast teams and talk about teams being trash, but it's not easy to win in the NFL. If you don't show up and play, if you're a great team, a tremendously great team, and you're better talent-wise than another squad, you still have to show up to play. If you don't show up to play, you're going to lose that game. It's as simple as that. I can't wait to see what the talking heads are going to say about Josh Allen tomorrow. They're going to say whatever they're going to want to say. It is what it is. It don't matter to me. I already said my piece, so I don't really care if the media is going to give excuses for Josh Allen's performance. They'll do whatever they want to do. Be prepared to be disappointed since the Niners are far from consistent as long as Jimmy's on the team. I mean, defensively, they're more consistent. And offensively, as long as you got other guys to put the ball to at least throw to or at least get the ball in the hands of. I trust Christian McCaffrey. I'll trust Kittle. I'll trust Deebo Samuel more than I'll trust anything going on with the Chargers right now, especially with the injuries they've had. They're 5-3 despite the injuries, but I don't exactly trust the Chargers 100%. Either way, kickoff here. Chargers will be getting the ball first, so here comes the offense, and here comes Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's been having an interesting season, if I will say so myself. It's not like he's playing out of control. The team's kind of within the reach. No one's really talking about the Chargers that much. They're dealing with injuries. They're a 5-3 football team. They're they're in the race for the playoff spots. In fact, I believe if the season ended today, they would be in the playoffs. But Justin Herbert's not having a magical season. Nothing's really being said about the Chargers. They're just playing football, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, the Chargers exist." 1st and 10. They're gonna hand the ball off here. Gave it to Eckler, and I don't think he picked up a single yard. 2nd down. Tampa may be 8-9 and still win the division. Yeah, the NFC South is terrible this year. Between the Panthers, Falcons, Saints. Sorry, Panthers, Falcons, Saints, and Bucks. Anybody could really win it. Everett makes the catch here on 2nd down, having Herbert rolling to his right. Throw there, pick up a couple yards. 3rd down coming up here for the Chargers. You don't want to go 3-and-out to start off the game. You do not want to go 3-and-out to start off the game. Packers really hate their fans. Packers don't hate their fans. I don't think that. Why would you assume they hate their fans? 3rd down and 4 coming up here for the Chargers. Herbert in the shotgun here. Gonna take the snap. Herbert looking towards the middle. It's caught by Eckler. He picks up the 1st down. That's a nice play executed there. 1st down picked up for the Chargers. They're gonna move the chains. This should be an interesting game. I thoroughly believe that this is going to be an interesting football game. Either way, it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the wire, no matter how you look at it. 1st and 10 here. They're going to hand the ball off. And a yard is picked up. The Niners defense is making a stop here early on when it comes to the run. They're making a stop with the run. 2nd down here for the Chargers. The Niners defense is coming out here and trying to assert themselves right off the bat. Right off the bat, they're trying to assert themselves. That's what you want to see. If you're the Niners defense, you want to come out here and make your presence known. 2nd down, they're going to run it with Eckler again. He's going to pick up a couple more yards here. 3rd down coming up here once again for the LA Chargers. Who's going to win? I picked the Niners to win this game, but it can go either way. They beat the team when it was too late. I mean, they won the game. What do you mean it's too late? See, here's the thing. I believe the season could be very much over for the Packers, but that doesn't mean the Packers believe the season's over. They could run the table. For them, they're having home games. They play today, and then they're going to play on Thursday Night Football. Winning those 2 games puts them at 5-6. That gives them a chance to compete. 3rd down and 4. Herbert looking. Nobody's open. He's going to fire. It is caught by Everett. Picks up the 1st down. Getting inside field goal range. Being stopped around the 31-yard line. Will this be the night Justin Herbert finally gets a 500 career win? I guess. I don't know. When the Bills stopped the Vikings on the half-yard line, I thought it was over, and I turned the channel. I thought it was over, too. But Josh Allen fumbled the ball. Well, that was a poor snap, but they both messed up on that play. Touchdown was given to the Vikings because they recovered, and we saw what happened. 1st and 10 here for the Chargers. Herbert going deep. He's got a man open. It's caught. Carter with the touchdown, and the Chargers strike first in LA. 7 plays, 75 yards, and they finish it off with 6. Great throw there by Justin Herbert. Carter got open. He was wide open. Who? Oh, he was so wide open. I'm looking at the safety there. He had to recover. The safety let him get behind him. I guess he was assuming he was having help. Why did the safety let him get behind him? There was no corner on him. The safety was playing him, and the safety just allowed him to get behind him. Why did the safety allow him to get behind him? That's weird. Anyway, extra point is up. It is good, and the Chargers take an early 7-0 lead here. Niners defense, well, the Niners have no quarterbacks. I could tell. Who's going to get the number 1 seed in the AFC? I can't answer that question. There's far too many people in play. There's far too many people in play. Far too many people in play for me to sit back and say, oh, yeah, right now you can sit back and say Kansas City's probably going to hold on to it. Buffalo just got dropped to the number 3 seed in the AFC. Actually, no, they got dropped farther than that because the Jets, they're not the 3 seed. They're the 3 seed in their own division. So they're third. They're in third place in the AFC East, and I think they dropped all the way to 6th or 7th in the playoff standings because the Dolphins and the Jets are ahead of them. That means Kansas City's 1, Miami's 2. I think Baltimore's 3. Actually, let me check that. Baltimore is 3, I think. Let me actually check that. Because that would be a good thing. No, never mind. The Chiefs are the number 1 seed. Dolphins are the number 2 seed. Titans are the number 3 seed. Baltimore's the 4th. The Jets are the 5th. The Bills are the 6th. The Chargers are the 7th. So that's how it rolls right now. If the playoffs were to end today, do you think we can get the number 1 seed? I mean, you have a shot. We have the weakest schedule, or quote-unquote the easiest schedule for the last 7 games. So if Baltimore wins those 7 games, they'll finish the season at 14-3. And I think 14-3 can very well win you the number 1 seed, unless you're telling me the Chiefs are going to be 15-2, because they're 7-2 right now. Basically, if Baltimore runs the table, they're going to most likely get the number 1 seed, unless it's a situation where either the Bills also get 14-3, or you see like the Chiefs just hold on for 15-2. But it can go either way. Ravens or Chiefs are winning the number 1 seed. I'd probably say, the Chiefs are probably going to be the ones to win it, but Baltimore has a real good chance to get the number 1 seed. Do you think at the end of Justin Jefferson's career he will be the best wide receiver of all time? That's too early to say. That's way too early to say. I'm not going to make that prediction for a guy that's in, year 3? That's way too early to say. My passing prediction for Josh Allen is 867 yards and 12 touchdowns. Prediction for what? My passing prediction for Josh Allen down the stretch for the last 7 games? Is that your prediction? Because they're now 6-3. For you think he's gonna have that for the last 7 games? He's gonna throw for 867 and 12 touch. What's this prediction? Bit confused what that prediction is. Anyway, Niners with the football. Well, Niners coming with the football here next week. Okay, you're crazy for that. So y'all just be saying wild things for no reason. All right, Niners with the ball here. First drive coming up for them. They're going to start around the 30-yard line. So here comes the most controversial man. Well, I'm not going to say that. There's a lot of controversial men in San Francisco. But let's just say quite the controversial man in San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo. I have no idea how this is going to go. Jimmy G has been a interesting individual for this Niners squad. 1st and 10 here for the Niners. Garoppolo going to take it under center here. He's going to toss it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey picks up a good couple of yards. 2nd down coming up. That's not a fumble. He was already on the ground. Let's stop playing around. The Colts may make a run for that final play out. The Colts may make a run. Yeah, the Colts may make a run for that final playoff spot, but we'll see. A change in coach can be a saving grace. I don't see the Colts making the playoffs. With Matt Ryan as your quarterback, you beat the Raiders. The Raiders may be the worst team in the AFC, arguably the worst team in the league right now. So I would not sit back and say from that, you're automatically going to go from that to making a run. Because, right now, you got the Bills. The three playoff spots are the Chargers, the Bills, and the Chargers, the Bills. Who else? And the Jets. Maybe the Jets fall off, so who knows? McCaffrey on 3rd down here picks up a 1st down. Texas, I said one of. I didn't say they were the worst. I said arguably one of the worst, if not the worst team in both the AFC or in the NFL. Yeah, Texans are bad. But, it's to be expected. The Raiders went from being a playoff team to where they are. OBJ's one-handed touchdown catch against the Cowboys. Odell's was still better. I think you could probably still say Odell's was better, but JJ's was one that happened in a victory. They won the game. McCaffrey gets stopped right there. Second down coming up here for the Niners. I mean, I love both plays either way, but Odell's happened on prime time against the Dallas Cowboys, and it turned him into a superstar right off the bat. So, I don't know. Meanwhile, Justin Jefferson's happened during a 1 p.m. game on a Sunday. We all saw it. It's probably the play of the year, but I don't know. It's a tough conversation. Yeah, Cowboys lost. That's their problem. They don't want to get over the Aaron Rodgers hump, and you want people to take them seriously as a contender. Good luck with that. 2nd and 11, Garoppolo, quick throw here. It is caught by Ayuk. He picks up maybe 5 yards. 3rd down coming up here. Titans ain't winning the number 1 seed. They losing like 3 more games. I don't see the Titans getting the number 1 seed. So I would agree with you there. Steelers are one of the worst teams as well. Listen, I've already said this. You saw them win their game against the Saints. You can tell the Steelers are a different football team when they have T.J. Watt versus when they don't have T.J. Watt. They won today with T.J. Watt being back. They're not the worst. You're definitely right. They are one of the worst, but I don't know. I think they're a better team than shown. 3rd and 6, Garoppolo over the middle. It's caught. 1st down picked up. So why are you always coming here thirsty, bro? Like, what's going on in your life that's making you this thirsty, bro? Do you need to talk to some people? You can't be coming here every single time thirsty. Like, every Sunday. Not even every Sunday. Every Sunday, every Monday, every Thursday, you come in here just straight up thirsty on every primetime game. Come on, bro. Get yourself some water or something. You can't be thirsty all the damn time. Like, go talk to somebody. For God's sakes, man. 1st and 10. Garoppolo over the middle is caught by Ayuk. He picks up another 1st down. Niners are moving the chains as well. Like, it can't be every single time. Did T.J. Watt get any sacks today? I actually don't know. I didn't watch the Steelers-Saints game. I was watching the Vikings and Bills play. So I don't know if he got any sacks. Bro, if you got someone you like, bro, hey, man, let me tell you something here. Don't ever be afraid to just speak your mind on anything or speak your feelings, bro. The worst thing an individual can say to you is no. And you just live with it, bro. It's life, okay? It's just life, man. It's life. There are plenty of, what's quote-unquote, plenty of fish in the sea. Honestly, just don't be afraid. Just put yourself out there. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Don't be like, I'm afraid to say. Because trust me, you don't want to live with that level of like, man, I really should have said that when I had the chance. And then years later, you're thinking about it. If you feel that way, man, just speak on it. Nice run here. 2nd down picked up. 2nd down coming up here for the Niners. They're moving the ball well. Like, there's no reason to be like, well, there's someone I like in my school, but, like, I don't want to speak to them. Just speak to them, bro. It's not that serious. Like, make a joke out of it. Be funny. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You just move on. That's just life. It won't be the first encounter with an individual you have. It won't be the last. 2nd and 3 here coming up for the Niners. They're going to hand this ball off again. I think McCaffrey is on the sideline. Who the heck is McCaffrey? I think McCaffrey is on the sideline, so that's why. Yeah, he's on the sideline. He's probably going to come back soon for this 3rd down. Yeah, exactly. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Just take the shot, bro. It's just a shot. If you miss it, hey, that's what practice is for. 3rd down. They're going to run this again without McCaffrey, and they're going to pick up the 1st down. JJ or Cheetah? That's a really tough question. That's a really tough question. That's all right. I would Damn, you tell me to choose between Justin Jefferson and Tyreek Hill. That's a tough question. That's a tough question. Damn, I don't know what I want to go with here. 1st and goal. Garoppolo standing in the pocket, firing to absolutely no one. Nobody was open. 2nd and goal. I really don't know what to pick here because, like, Tyreek Hill's a cheat code. But Justin Jefferson is that guy. Jerry Rice is at every Niners game. I'm probably going to say Justin Jefferson. I think you're not going to go wrong with either or. but Justin Jefferson's the second coming of Randy Moss, so I'm going to pick him. Looks like Seattle won the Wilson trade. Yeah, it's looked like that for weeks now. It's been looked like that, so it is what it is there. Second and goal coming up here for the Niners. They're going to hand this ball off. Debo. They gave it to Debo Samuel. He gets down to around the 2-yard line. So third down coming up here. I mean, I hope they won't have to, but I wouldn't mind going for it on fourth down. If I'm the Niners, the Chargers came out here and set the tone. If we don't get this third and goal, I'm perfectly fine going for it on fourth down. Third and goal. They're going to hand this off again, and the Chargers defense makes a stop. Oh, my God. If you're the Niners, do you want to go? The Chargers came out here and set the tone early on. What do you do? What do you do? That works for me. My phone is about to die. Anyway, what was I talking about here? If you're the Niners, do you go for this on fourth down? Do you go for this on fourth down? Oh, there's an injured player on the field for the Chargers. I hope he's okay. Who is it? I think it's one of their defensive linemen. I hope he's okay. But they're going to take a timeout here. Why does Russell Wilson look like he's never touched an NFL field before? What? Did he look like that today? Too early, go for the field goal? That's what I'm thinking, because I'm like, man, the Chargers came out here and set the tone early on, and they got a touchdown. We're at the goal line. It's always difficult when you're at the goal line. Do you want to go for it here? I agree. I think it's too early. Kick the field goal and see if your defense can make a stop on the second series. I don't want to come out here early on and go for it on fourth down, because now if you don't get it, you just gave up 3 points. So, yeah, he threw the game-losing pick. Well, I mean, that just means he's playing bad. It just means he's playing bad. But why does he look like he's never touched an NFL field before? How awful was he today? I didn't see the game for the Broncos. I was watching the Cowboys and the Packers. So I saw, well, actually, I did see the game-losing pick, but I didn't see the whole game. So you just tell me he was just out there missing guys left and right? Don't trust Jimmy throwing on fourth. Kick it. I agree, James. I agree. You think we'll beat the Panthers next week? I would assume so. I mean, Lamar Jackson's still going to be our quarterback, right? The defense is still going to travel to Carolina, right? I mean, the only way they lose that game is if they fail to show up. And I mean, like, actually fail to show up and do their jobs. Like, if they don't do their jobs, they're going to lose that game. But they're the more talented team. They're the more superior team. They have the better quarterback. They have the better run game. You're going to get Gus Edwards back. You have the better defense. There's no reason to wow. I was about to say the wrong team. There's no reason why the Ravens should lose to the Panthers next week. I'm enjoying the bye week, It's nice to take a break from the Ravens and not have to worry about the toxic receivers and all this other stuff and Greg Roman. So I appreciate this bye week. I needed this. But me personally, I don't see us losing to the Panthers. But we'll see. Thoughts on the Lakers? That's an interesting question. But give me a second. Vikings, Bills, or Chiefs, Rams 2018? Chiefs, Rams 2018, it was on primetime. Not to mention, that game was just crazy, bro. So many touchdowns were scored in that game. So I'm going to have to pick Chiefs, Rams 2018. Thoughts on the Lakers? I mean, they're not a good basketball team. LeBron is starting to show his age because he actually is not looking the way we saw him last year. Maybe it's because of his foot injury or whatever, but LeBron is not looking like himself. I don't trust AD. Russell Westbrook's actually looked really good coming off the bench. He's embraced that role, and that's been one of the positives early on. He's leading the team in three-pointers made and three-point percentage. Field goal is up, and it is good. The Niners score a field goal, making this a 7-3 game. So think about that. Russell Westbrook is the best three-point shooter on the team right now, just based on the numbers, because he's made the most threes and he has the highest three-point percentage on the team. That should tell you where the Lakers are. The Lakers can't go the distance. There are times where they show that they can compete with guys, and you'll see for quarters, they'll go on these runs where they're able to stick with guys. Where they're able to stick with guys and score and go basket for basket. They'll make some great defensive plays. They'll go on these runs, and it looks like they can actually do well. Then you get into the fourth quarter, and they keep getting outscored. AD can't go the distance. At times, they're not running plays for AD. Russ is doing the best he can, but again, I can't expect Russ to consistently carry this team. And when LeBron is in, there are times where he's looked bad. And it's just not a good team. Defensively, they're just not a good team. They cannot go the long haul. A.J. Brown or Jalen Waddle? I like Jalen Waddle, but I'm taking A.J. Brown. I'm taking A.J. Brown. All right, so it's a 7-3 game here in L.A. Chargers are going to get the football back. Niners kick the field goal, so we will see what happens here. Second drive coming up for the Chargers. 2015 Panthers versus 2019 Ravens. I'll take the 2015 Panthers. They got to the Super Bowl. We didn't. So I'm gonna take the team that went 15-1 and made it to. Oh, nice tackle there. So this is not gonna be good field position for the Chargers to start off the second drive. I'll take the 2015 Panthers. They got to the Super Bowl. We didn't. So they were 15-1. We were 14-2. You have 2 MVPs there, so that's great. But yeah, the fact that they actually succeeded in the playoffs, whereas we choked and failed, I gotta go with the 2015 Panthers. Now, granted, they choked in the Super Bowl, but it was really more so Cam that just didn't show up for much of it. Because if he did and played better, they probably win. 1st and 10. Herbert gonna take off. He gave himself up, and the tackle wasn't that bad, so I was like, ooh, that could have been close. Did you watch the Cowboys-Packers game? Yes, I did. I watched the Cowboys-Packers game, and it went the exact way I expected it. I was sitting back, and I was thinking to myself, the Packers are about to beat this team. It's going to happen. No matter what, the Cowboys failed to get out of their own way time and time and time again. I knew they would choke away that lead. I just knew it. 2nd and 8. They're going to pick up a couple yards here. 3rd down coming up for the Chargers. I knew they would choke that lead. I knew Dallas was going to choke the lead. They entered the 4th, and it just felt like they were going to choke this. And you could tell. Once it became a 7-point game, I was convinced this game was going to be tied, and Aaron Rodgers would get the ball back with a chance to win. And that's what happened. Unfortunately, they chose to throw it instead of run it, and we had to go into overtime, where for some reason they chose to go for it on 4th down instead of kicking the field goal. It doesn't work. A-Rod gets the ball back, takes him down the field. They get a field goal and win 31-28, and that's just how the cookie crumbles for the Cowboys. They cannot seem to beat Aaron Rodgers. 3rd down and 4. Herbert looking. He's got his man. 1st down picked up by the Chargers. Herbert is coming out here on fire. He is hitting his receivers in stride. 1998 Vikings or 2011 Packers. Again, I'm going to take the 98 Vikings. They have the better weapons. I mean, you had Randy Moss, and I'm pretty sure Chris Carter was still there at the time. So you had crazy weapons there. They were 15-1, just like the Packers. And unlike the Packers, the Vikings got to the Super Bowl. No, they didn't get to the Super Bowl. They got to the NFC Championship game. They should have got to the Super Bowl. They lost to the Falcons. How do you lose to the Falcons? I'm not going to say his name. But a certain individual who probably has yet to live this down, who hadn't missed a kick in 2 years, missed the most important kick of the season. Yeah, I said Chris Carter. Yeah, Chris Carter and Randy Moss on that team together. So, yeah, but a certain kicker missed a kick, despite the fact that he hadn't missed a kick in 2 years. He hadn't missed a kick in 2 years. He misses the biggest kick of the season. But they got to the NFC Championship game, and Packers went one and done. So, I mean, I don't know. You could take either or. 2nd and 8, but I just want to have Randy Moss and Chris Carter on my team. That's such a dynamic duo right there. Man, they really should have been in the Super Bowl. They were way too good to not be in the Super Bowl. 3rd down coming up here for the Chargers. 1984 Bucks or 1974 Colts. The Bucks weren't even that good. I'll take the 74 Colts. Donovan McNabb or Eli Manning in the regular season. That's very specific to do. That's just unfair. You did that because you knew everyone would choose Eli because he had the 2 rings. So you said regular season to give Donovan McNabb a chance. 3rd and 3. Oh, Herbert threw it incomplete. The pass was dropped. 4th down here. They're probably gonna punt this football. I think Donovan McNabb, he might be one of the more underrated quarterbacks because like nobody talks about him. Every time people talked about a quarterback, like at least from the 2000s, you don't really see people talk about Donovan McNabb like that. Like how often have people brought up McNabb? Like they'll talk about the early times of Brett Favre there. They'll talk about Ben Roethlisberger. They'll talk about Eli Manning. Tony Romo's discussed. Hell, Michael Vick was discussed too. Like these are the type of quarterbacks they talk about in the 2000s. But how often do you hear people talk about Donovan McNabb? Like how often is Donovan brought up? I rarely hear about McNabb. He took the Eagles to 4 straight NFC Championship games. Actually, not 4 straight. He took them to 4. Because I believe, what was it? 01. No, sorry, not 01. Took him like 02, 03, 04, and 08. So he took them to 4 NFC title games. He got them to the Super Bowl once. He just didn't finish it. But nobody brings up McNabb. Why isn't McNabb talked about more? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he just showed on the biggest stage he wasn't up to it. Ben won 2 rings, so he was talked about. Eli won 2 rings. That made sense. Michael Vick had the Michael Vick experience. So even though he didn't win anything significant, he had the Michael Vick experience. And Tony Romo was the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. You're going to be talked about if you're the starting quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. It is what it is. But McNabb is rarely brought up. Hell, Phillip Rivers is talked about more than McNabb. Why? I mean, I know Phillip Rivers played a hell of a long time, but McNabb is just one of those guys that just never really gets brought up, and his career just seems to be the further and further away we get away from his playing time, the less and less relevant he becomes, and like people just never seem to talk about this dude. Occasionally you'll hear about McNabb, but like no one seems to care about him. Why did they call the Eagles Commanders 2010 the Monday Night Massacre, but not the Ravens Rams 2019? I don't know. This is what they came up with. I mean, they called it the Massacre because from right off the bat, you start off with like an 80-yard touchdown from like Mike Vick goes straight to Deshaun Jackson. And it was like what was it? It was not even 80. It was an 88-yard touchdown to start off the game on Monday Night Football. And everyone's like, oh, they're just going to blow him out. And that's exactly what happened. So it was crazy. But I mean, with the Ravens and Rams, I mean, I don't even know if you didn't have the same announcer. I don't even know where the name came from the Monday Night Massacre. But, I mean, the Ravens aren't the only one to destroy another team on Monday night. It's happened several times before, but no one else calls those Monday Night Massacres. I don't know why that one's specific there, but someone came up with a name. Anyway, second possession here coming up for the Niners. Steven Smith is going to have fun tomorrow. Yeah, the Cowboys lost. Of course he's going to have fun. Drew Brees or Peyton Manning? Peyton Manning. Vic and that Falcons team always made it. Come on, bro. What's wrong? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, yeah, I remember when he was here. He didn't do anything here. He was clearly washed at that point. Come on, man. You gonna say that? Why would you do that? It's been over a decade, man. We've been over this. The man served his time. 1st and 10. Garoppolo has all the time. He's gonna fire. It is caught. And he fumbled the ball. Ayuk fumbled the ball. Wow. So, Brandon Ayuk makes a great catch because the throw's high. He's getting as he's getting spun, his arm gets hit by one of the Chargers defender's helmet, and it just knocks the ball out. Oh my God. Wow. That's unfortunate. Chargers get some life here. 1st and 10. Play action. Herbert. Gonna check it down. Eckler tried to one-arm that incomplete. 2nd down. Come on, you gotta get that, bro. You gotta hold on to the football there. But that's a tough one. He got spun into a helmet. 2007 Randy Moss or 2012 Calvin Johnson. I'll take 07 Randy Moss. Because 07 Randy Moss, actually, 07 Randy Moss was breaking records with Brady. I'm going to take 07 Randy Moss. 2nd down, they're going to hand this here, and the Niners defense makes a stop. Picks up like 3 yards. Who should be fired next? Don't even have another person on that list. Okay? What you need to do is take Hackett off. He can go afterwards, but there's no conversation. Josh McDaniels needs to be fired now. How did you turn a playoff team into this? How could you lost to the Colts? The Colts, they put Matt Ryan back in to help them win the game. You had, end of the 1st quarter, by the way, you had freaking Jeff Saturday, his first ever professional coached game. Jeff Saturday outcoached you. Josh McDaniels needs to be fired now. You can say whatever you want to say about Hackett. He's a rookie head coach. Say whatever you want to say about Hackett. He's a rookie head coach. This dude right here, Josh McDaniels, has already had an opportunity and failed, and he's had another opportunity, and he still sucks. No. There's no or in that. There's no this or McDaniels. No, just McDaniels. Who needs to be fired? McDaniels. Get him out of there now. This guy should have never got a second opportunity. Nothing has changed in the 12 years since he's coached a football team. When he was coaching in Denver, ain't nothing changed. Get this man, Josh McDaniel, get him away from Vegas right now. Just get him the hell away from Vegas now. He turned a playoff team into this, and they have Devontae Adams. How? No, he's got to go. He's got to go. I don't care what's happening with Hackett. This dude, Josh McDaniel, has to go now. He's got to go. Straight up has to go. Let me see. So much for that Cowboy parade they were going to have if they beat the Packers. They probably would have been so happy if that would have happened. 2016 Patriots or 2012 Ravens. 2012 Ravens. Would you be shocked if Washington beats the Eagles? They did beat the 11-0. I already said I wouldn't be shocked if Washington beats the Eagles. I'd be ecstatic. I wouldn't be shocked. At some point, the Eagles are going to lose a football game. We don't know when, but they will lose a football game. They're not going to go undefeated the entire season. They're going to lose a football game at some point. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Commanders found a way to win. But yeah, but for the 2012 Ravens, they had a historical run. The 2016 Patriots had a historical comeback in the Super Bowl. So you can't go wrong with either or. But I mean, the fact that you had the Ravens go and beat both, the Ravens had to beat both Peyton Manning in Denver, and then they had to beat Andrew Luck, and then they had to beat Peyton Manning in Denver and Tom Brady in Foxborough already, and you had Joe Flacco put up 11 touchdowns, no picks, and tie that record with Joe Montana. Yeah, I'll take that. Not to mention, I'm not gonna pick against my own squad. But yeah, the 2016 Patriots had that historical comeback. 3rd and 7. Going downfield, Herbert just misses Palmer. Palmer had a step there, incomplete. 4th down coming up here, and the Chargers are going to have to kick a field goal. They are in field goal range. Yeah, they're in field goal range, so they're going to kick this field goal here. Ow. Man, he had Palmer. Just overthrew him. All right, here comes Cameron with the kick here. He kicked the game-winning field goal in both games, I guess, for them. I don't know. Field goal is up. That is so straight, and it somehow goes in. Bro, The kick was so straight towards the right, I didn't even think it was going in. But it starts from going all the way to the right. Look at this. It starts from going all the way. It's just right, and then it just evens out, and it actually goes through. That is one crazy kick. That is legitimately one crazy kick. All right, 10-3 game here in LA. It's a weird field goal. I miss John Gruden. I mean, John Gruden wasn't going to take you anywhere. You didn't make the playoffs with John Gruden. Who was the guy? I can't remember the name. Who was the guy that took over for Gruden that helped you guys get to the playoffs? You should have never fired him. You should, missing John Gruden. You didn't make the playoffs with John Gruden. The guy that came in, I can't remember his name. What was it, Facio or... I cannot remember the name of the coach. But the guy that took over for John Gruden once he got fired, that coach that y'all kept there for the rest of the season... Yeah, Rich. Thank you, Rich. Y'all should have kept him. He helped y'all get to the playoffs, and he managed the situation as best as he could. With the way things were going, you should have kept him. He helped you get to the playoffs. Y'all should have kept Rich. Y'all really should have kept Rich, but nah, let's go get Josh McDaniels. He's ready this time, they said. And we all knew he wasn't ready this time. Ain't nobody forget what he did in Denver. That man was nowhere near. And you can say, well, it was 12 years ago. Bro, what improvements has he shown? What difference did he show to even assume that he was going to be better this time around? Doing the exact same thing he did in Denver. Ain't nothing changed. Craziness. Yeah, they should have kept Rich. They really should have kept Rich. So, no, you shouldn't say I miss John Gruden. The real thing you got to say is you miss Rich because he helped you guys get to the playoffs last year. I thought the Commanders and Eagles game was called that because it had 7 players on the stretcher. That might be the case. I don't know. There was a lot of injuries in that game. Next year's Super Bowl in Las Vegas. Oh, my goodness. That is disgusting. Are they actually going to be able to play? Are they going to be able to play the Super Bowl? You're going to have those players over there in Las Vegas for 2 weeks? Oh, my goodness. Somebody's going to get in trouble. 2020 Super Bowl MVP Mahomes versus Joe Montana in 1988. That is such an... How would I even begin to have that sort of matchup? First of all, you have to show me what they're working with. And wait, 2020 Super Bowl MVP? You mean 2019? He wasn't a 20... I didn't even pick that up. He wasn't a 2020 Super Bowl MVP. He was a 2019 Super Bowl MVP. They won in 2019 against the Niners. 2020 was the domination by the Bucs. But yeah, I wouldn't even know. Why'd you pick 1988, Joe Montana? It's such a... I don't have a response. I honestly couldn't give you a response for this one. I don't know who to pick. Because I would want to see the rosters and who they're throwing to. And, yeah. I just, there's so much I would have to think about that. What's the greatest Ravens-Steelers game ever? That's a good question. That's a good question. I would actually have to sit back and think about it. If you ask the Ravens fans what it would be, I don't know. There's several, Some will say the playoff win we had in Pittsburgh would be one. Others would sit back and say the last second touchdown by Torrey Smith in 2011 could be one. But if you ask Steelers fans, they'd probably say the best matchup they've had against the Ravens would be the AFC Championship game in the 2008, where they won to get to the Super Bowl and they won. But I think a lot of people are going to say 2011 because you had that game-winning drive in Pittsburgh, and that one meant a lot. When we saw that, I'm not even joking, bro. 2011, we all thought the Ravens fans really sat back and said we're winning the Super Bowl this year. And when Flacco had that comeback, that game-winning drive where he hit Torrey Smith in the back of the end zone with 8 seconds left on the clock, when that happened, every Ravens fan sat back and said, bro, we're winning the Super Bowl. This is the year. This is the year it's going to happen. We were so convinced. But your Steelers fans older Steelers fans, they'll probably say the '08 championship. Some will probably bring up the Christmas one, the Immaculate, the Immaculate Extension or some crap like that, or the Immaculate Reception, whatever the hell they called it. The Christmas game where Antonio Brown stretched his arm out he stretched his arm out to break the pylon and win the touchdown and win the game and get the touchdown, and that's what helped them win the division. Some will say that. However you see it. 3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Niners. Jimmy Garoppolo takes a snap. Bro, he looked towards his left. There was nothing there. Pumps. Going towards his right. It is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. This looks like it's going to be on the Niners. Holding on the offense. Penalty declined. 4th down. Punt the football. So, Niners are going to have to punt this football away. My favorite is 2011, the game-winning drive versus the Steelers. Yeah, a lot of Ravens fans will probably point to that. Me as a Steelers fan was the Christmas game. Yeah, there'll be a good chunk of Ravens fans that point to that. Miles Bridges or Al Horford? Which Al Horford am I getting, though? 2008 Lions or 2017 Browns? I'll take the '08 Lions. They had a different level of... They would actually win a football game. If the 2008 Lions and the 2017 Browns went up against each other, I feel like the '08 Lions would win. I can't properly explain why. I don't think there's any explanation for why. You could choose either or, but I just think the Lions would win that one. All right, Chargers going to get the ball back here. We're in the second quarter, 13:34 left to go in the first half of this game. Chargers leading 10-3. Niners got to get something going offensively, but, I mean, the run game ain't doing much here so far. They're trying to get McCaffrey involved, but it is what it is. Before the season started, you'd think that the Raiders versus Rams on Thursday Night Football in Week 14 would be one of the games of the year. I didn't think it'd be one of the games of the year. I thought it'd be a good game, but I was not sitting there saying, well, that's game of the year potential. I wasn't thinking that was game of the year material, because it was like the Raiders, they made the playoffs, but they weren't the flashiest of teams. I can understand. And the Rams, they had struggles in the regular season. They won the Super Bowl, no doubt. And the Raiders did make the playoffs, and the Rams ended up winning the Super Bowl. We're not going to take that away from them. But if you go back into the regular season, both the Raiders and the Rams had some really bad stretches and bad moments in games. So I personally wasn't coming into the season thinking, oh yeah, that Thursday Night Football game between those two guys are going to be spectacular. It's going to be competitive. It's going to be one of the best games of the year. I didn't think that. Julio Jones or Antonio Brown. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm taking Julio Jones. Julio Jones in his prime was just different. Yeah, Antonio Brown was doing a lot of stuff, but nah, Julio. I'm going to take Julio. Niners have to do something here. Yeah, the Steelers fan would obviously say AB clears. So, I mean, you could have that. Steelers fan would say that. But I'll take Julio. You can't go wrong with either or. Yeah, the Steelers fans would say that, but I'm taking Julio. He had all the tools of just being a complete another monster, man. Like, this dude, Julio. Honestly, Calvin Johnson, I'll sit back and say Calvin Johnson was just better than both of those guys. I mean, Megatron was just disgusting because he was doing that in Detroit. You can say whatever you want. Matt Ryan is a good quarterback. The man ended up winning an MVP. He had Matt Ryan. Think about that. This dude had Matt Ryan throwing to him in Atlanta, and another had Ben Roethlisberger. This dude, Megatron, had early stages, and I want you to repeat, early stages Matthew Stafford, and nothing else in Detroit. And that man was putting up numbers, sometimes he's putting up numbers better than both of them. I'm taking Megatron, bro. I'm going to take Megatron over both those guys. Calvin Johnson was just different. Calvin Johnson was different. But me, I just like Julio more than I'll take Antonio. I would take Julio over Antonio Brown, but I'm taking Megatron over both of them. That dude was he legitimately was built different. He lived up to the title of Megatron. He was just something different, man. Damn, I still will never forgive Detroit for causing him to retire early. That guy was actually a legitimate challenge. He was a legitimate challenge to Jerry Rice, man. It was crazy. 2nd and 11. Herbert sidearms it. It is incomplete. 3rd down coming up here for the Chargers. But yeah, Megatron was just... If there was anyone that was coming out at that time that really had that chance to legitimately challenge Jerry Rice for the GOAT title. Man, unfortunate. Josh Gordon was a different... What was it? Was it 2013 Josh Gordon or 2014 Josh Gordon? I can't say Josh Gordon consistently, but it was either 2013 Josh Gordon or 2014 Josh Gordon that honestly you can sit back and say, because he had a crazy year. 3rd down here. Just going to check the ball down. Obviously, he's not picking up the 1st down. So the Niners are going to be forced to punt here. Not the Niners. The Chargers are going to be forced to punt here, and the Niners are going to get the ball back. 2013 Broncos offense versus 2000 Ravens defense. What are the rules? We always like throwing this out, but you have to always mention what are the rules. What rules are we playing with? Because the 2010s, the rules did start to change. The way you were playing defense in the 2000s is not the way you're playing defense in the 2010s. And it's certainly not the way you're playing defense now in 2022. So what rules are we playing with? Are we playing with 2000 rules or are we playing with 2010 rules? Because I need to know. Otherwise, I can't give you a proper answer there. Because you can't be like, oh, just bring the 2000 Ravens defense and let them do what they were doing. No. Because football's changed since they've played. Football's changed since the 2000 defense won the Super Bowl. So if you're going by 2010 rules, I'm taking the 2013 Broncos. There are just way too many things that the 2000 Ravens defense would try to do that wouldn't be acceptable, and it would be penalties. And it'd be unfair. So I would take the not to mention the 2013 Broncos was one of the greatest offenses we've seen. And they had the 2000 Ravens was one of the greatest defenses we've ever seen. But with the way the 2010s were, especially with the 2010s heavily leaning into, they were heavily, and still are heavily leaning into the pass game and offense, I got to go with the 2010s. I would have to go with the 2013 Broncos because they the rules are going to benefit them, and there's a bunch of things that the 2000 Ravens defense did back then that they wouldn't be able to do now because it would be considered a penalty, and no one wants to deal with that. 1st and 10 here for the Niners. Garoppolo takes a snap here, backpedaling. He fires to absolutely no one. 2nd and 10. If all NFL divisions were to join and make one team, which division would be the best? What? I'm not sure I understand. Wait. If all NFL divisions were to join and make one team, which division would be the best? I'm not fully sure what you mean by that. Hold on. 2nd and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this ball off here. And they're going to pick up about 6 yards. 3rd down coming up here. Are you saying if they all came together and made one team, which division would be the best aspect of that team? I'm not fully sure I understand this question. Because you're saying if all NFL divisions, so like the AFC and the NFC, if all those 8 divisions joined up together, for example, the AFC North is one team. So but wait, he said if they all joined up together and made one team, which division would be the best? They're becoming one team though. 3rd down and 3. Garoppolo's got all the space in the world. Don't slide. Garoppolo's slow as dirt. How can he not pick up that 1st down? He's saying if each NFL division joined to make some super team and each division dukes it out. So if he's saying all the division, okay. So he's saying if everyone in one division comes together, so you don't bring, so you're not bringing all 32 teams together. You're bringing all 4 teams in each division to come together. It's like the AFC North, all 4 of those teams combine to make one team. The AFC South, all 4 of them combine to make, so I guess that's what you guys are saying? If that was to happen, who would be the best? The AFC East. or the NFC South based on this. No, not NFC South or the NFC East. The AFC East or the NFC East. Oh, was that blocked? The Chargers blocked. They got a it wasn't blocked, but it was partially blocked, so it was tipped. So they're gonna get great. They're gonna get great field position here. I would say the AFC East 1, the NFC East 2. Because I was understanding. I was like, what do you mean if all NFL divisions? Because I'm like, there's 8 divisions. If you mean if every team in each division joined up together, which division would be the best? Because the way it was worded, I'm like, I wasn't fully understanding. But I got you now. I would say the AFC East. First and 10. Herbert's going to take this under center. Play action here. Herbert going to check this down here. Get it to Eckler. Eckler's going to pick up about 7 yards. Second down coming up here for the Chargers. Which, yeah, okay. I would say AFC East. No, I don't think we should get Jim Caldwell back. That dude's not even coaching anymore. AFC North clears. I would not say that. Over the AFC East or the NFC East with the way those divisions have played this year, would not be saying that. Pittsburgh's holding us down, by the way. I would definitely say that. Pittsburgh's definitely holding us back from being able to compete with the other divisions. By far, y'all are holding us back. So second down coming up here for the Chargers. My voice. Second down coming up here for the Chargers. 2nd and 2. Another play fake here. Quick throw. It is caught, but he might be short because the tackle was made immediately. So this might be 3rd down and 1 coming up here. Diggs and Hill together is unfair. They are, which is why it's a great thing that they're not together. 3rd down and inches. So quarterback sneak here for Justin Herbert. Gonna pick up the 1st down, and they're gonna move the chains. That Detroit game was wild. Yeah, the Detroit game was crazy. I guess shout out to Detroit for winning the game and getting it done. Justin Fields went crazy at like over 100. He had 148 rushing yards, I think. The last 2 games, he's rushed for like last game he had 178 rushing yards or something like that, and today he had like 142, 148. Dude's been killing people on the ground, destroying teams with his legs right now. Great for Justin Fields. Unfortunately, they're not winning the game. Oh my God! There was a touchdown right there, and the receiver didn't make the catch. Oh my God, he would have gone in. Oh, McKitty, you have to catch that, bro. You were open. You got right behind your defender. You were open. Maybe you get hit on the tackle there, but no, you got to make that catch. You got to make that catch. Imagine if Lamar had Megatron. Oh, I'm not gonna imagine that because why would I put myself through that pain? Y'all imagine a lot of things for what? You know, I like imagining things. But oh my God, beautiful throw on the line for Justin Herbert. Got it to Carter, and he's gonna be down inside the 1. Oh my God, it's crazy. He leaned towards his left and threw towards his right and got that in. That is a hell of a throw by Justin Herbert. He threaded the needle with that pass. Craziness. We have the... No, you don't. Pittsburgh ain't got the best defense. No, y'all don't. Injuries have caused y'all to not have the best defense. When healthy, sure, but y'all not healthy. And you just got TJ Watt back, so you would need to see some improvements. But even with TJ Watt, with the way you would have to look at every defense in the... Well, I wouldn't. I mean, I would look probably towards the Eagles. Eagles right now being healthy. The Bills in some cases. I couldn't fully say the Steelers have the best defense. At least you look like you were going to have it in week 1. I don't know. I wouldn't say Pittsburgh has the best defense. Second and goal here for the Chargers. Flag on the play, though. Here we go. False start on the offense. You think Fields will break Lamar's record? I think he has a real good chance. He needs like, 457 yards or something like that? Because he has 749, so he needs 457 to break Lamar's break Lamar's rushing record. That means he has to get about 65 or 66 rush yards for the next 7 games to let that happen. I think he has a chance to do that. It'd be great to see. Unfortunately, I don't know how that's going to look, though, because when Lamar broke it, he broke it in an MVP season. If Justin Herbert's breaking it, he's going to be breaking it while their team's losing football games, and they're going to have a record under 500. That's not going to be a great look. Herbert goes down. 3rd down coming up here. Nick Bosa was going to find a way to get a sack on this guy. 3rd down coming up here for the Chargers. Cam Cameron or Greg Roman. I don't want either. Are the Rams done? They are starting to look done, man. I lost little. I don't have much faith in the Rams anymore. I'm not going to lie. It seems like they're cooked. Third and goal. Going to check it down to Eckler, and they're going to be stopped again, so the Chargers are going to have to settle for yet another field goal. 4th down here. Are there any good pirate that aren't... I don't even know what you're saying here. Goos. Are there any goose pirate that aren't named One Piece? One Piece is mid, in my opinion. Well, you're entitled to your opinion. I mean, if you're not into it, you're not into it. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But again, I only watch, when it comes to Pirates series, I only know about One Piece in terms of like anime and stuff. And I enjoy One Piece, one of my favorite series of all time. So I can't give you anything. If you believe it's mid, it's your opinion. I mean, you feel free to watch whatever you watch. I mean, any good pirate shows. I don't know. I enjoy One Piece. The only pirate show I know is about One Piece. So I don't know if there's any other pirate show out there. Go watch it. If you can find something better than One Piece, feel free to watch it. But I don't have anything else for you. The only pirate show I know is One Piece. But if you believe One Piece is mid, hey, you're entitled to your opinion. You like what you like and you don't like what you don't like. It is what it is, you know. But I don't have any recommendations for you. I would say One Piece is a good pirate show. But if you're not into it, it's just not your thing. It is what it is. Maybe you find one. I don't know. Yeah, Jake and the Netherland Pirates. If that's your thing, go for it. I can't sit through it. Hey, bro, it's not me watching it. When I sit through it and watch it, I enjoy it. You say you can't sit through it, it is your thing, bro. Too many. All right, bro. I can't take. I'm not. If that's your reason, I can't mess with you, bro. That is literally one of the laziest things. You cannot. That is one of the laziest reasons for saying I don't like a series. There's too many damn episodes. Especially when. Nah. I ain't gonna say nothing more. You gonna sit back and say I don't like a series. There's too much episodes. There's too many episodes. That's how you build a story and a narrative. Because they're creating an actual world. I keep forgetting I can't take simple serious half the time. Do you think Antonio Brown will make the Hall of Fame despite all the drama he's been through? Well, it took damn near 12 years to have this dude T.O. go in, and T.O. didn't even do half. He didn't even do a quarter of the things. He didn't even do a tenth of the things Antonio Brown has done. And it took so long for T.O. to get into the Hall of Fame. So, that's what I say. Other animes don't have that many episodes. Okay. One Piece is not other animes. Dragon Ball has a bunch of episodes. Naruto has a bunch of episodes. Bleach has a bunch of episodes. It's a shonen series that's a long-running series. Funny enough, One Piece don't even have the most episodes. You don't freaking see Detective Conan. You know what? I'm not even going to go into it. Like I said, it ain't your thing. Oh, cool. Go find yourself another pirate show. I'm not about to sit here and explain the whole spectrum for it. Just know One Piece isn't even the longest running series. Not even close to being the longest running series. Technically, JoJo's been around long before One Piece came up. So we're not even watching that. And yeah, you listen, long running series aren't your thing. You don't have the time and the patience to sit around and watch a long series. That's what it is. You want the short 12 episode season one. Like I said, JoJo's another long running series. You want 12 episodes, be done with it quick. Go look at one of the seasonal animes. I don't have a recommendation though, unfortunately, because I haven't watched anime in a while. So go look up some seasonal anime. You'll find a quick 12 episode series that's gonna best fit your time, and just go with it. Long running series is probably just not for you. Not everybody has the time and patience to sit back and watch 300 episodes or go through like a couple weeks to go through 300 episodes. Not everyone has that time. If you're looking for a quick 12 episode series, go find it. But you know, the long running series, it may just not be for you, big dog. Niners offense has to do something here. My God. Y'all need to get Christian McCaffrey more involved. Holy crap. And look for Kittle at some point. I watched all of Death Note in one day. You can do that. You can definitely do that if you have the time and patience. The Frieza marathon back in the day made me very... Maybe you're just not the type of person to sit back and watch a long-running series. That's just not your thing, bro. You don't have the patience or the time or the energy to watch a long-running series. Go find the 12-episode series that wraps up very quick. There are plenty of series that there are 12 to 24 episodes. They wrap up the story from beginning to end, and that's just it. Maybe that's just where you stick. You know, you're not looking to do a long-running series. That's probably just you. I'm sure there's some seasonal animes. I can't give you recommendations. I watch like a lot of long-running series, so I can't give you a recommendation, unfortunately. Niners have got to get something here. Because like everything I threw at you was a long-running series. One Piece is mid. My Hero better? Sure. I'm not going to... See, you're a Steelers fan, and then you're one of those My Hero people. I know I can't deal with you. And I could not deal with you on a daily basis. Because y'all My Hero fans think y'all have the best show in the world when that's just not the case. And you'll put down anything. And someone's like, you know, I think Bleach is awesome. Bleach's back is great. My Hero's better. I ain't dealing with y'all My Hero fans. I ain't got the time to do that. Do you play Edward's squad? No, I do not. Did he jump? Who jumped? What happened there? This looks like someone may have jumped. Oh my God. At some point, you got to get something open here. Got to look for something downfield. Got to get Kittle involved. 2nd and 12. Down the... For God's sakes. Garoppolo just completely missed him. Where was he going with that pass? I'm just... Oh, Jesus. My God, Garoppolo. You are something different. Where was he going with that pass? All right, 3rd down and 12 coming up here for the Niners. Let's see whatever happens here. Like I said, I'm not dealing with you My Hero fans. You guys believe y'all have the best series in the world, and I'm not interested in dealing with that. 3rd and 12. Finally getting Kittle involved for the 1st down. Finally. My God. Getting Kittle involved. For God's sakes, he's one of the best tight ends in the game, and you ain't using him. This is probably when Niners fans get pissed off. Finally getting the ball to Kittle, you pick up the 1st down. Good Lord. My Hero would have ended sooner if there were guns in the... What? I'm not even going to do that. No, I don't like the Teletubbies. What type of question is that? What is with y'all? Enjoy a football game and stop asking these weird questions. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all be asking these weird questions Sunday night. I really, like, I'm not interested, but, like, I feel really good. Whoa! Okay, that's a hell of a throw. Got to McLeod. Hell of a throw by Garoppolo. There's a flag on the play, though, for what? What's the flag for? Yeah, what? Yeah, before we get the flag, wait, let me get this call first. Illegal contact on the defense. Okay. Never mind. Hell of a throw by Garoppolo. Hell of a play made there. Do you like... See, this is what I'm talking about, bro. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I get questions from you guys, and it just, like, it makes me less motivated. Like, questions like this. Do you like Elmo? Like, bro, questions like this makes me less and less motivated to actually want to live stream games here. Because y'all, I always say feel free to ask anything, but at least try to be someone. Why are you asking me if I like Elmo? Why are you asking me if I like the Teletubbies? I am commentating over a football game. 1st and 10 for Garoppolo. Checks this down to McCaffrey. McCaffrey picks up, a good chunk of yards. About 6-7 yards there. Like, legit, I am watching a football game. I appreciate some of the questions, but, like, bro, this makes me less and less motivated to actually want to, like, commentate over these football games. It's different if I'm just doing a regular live stream. If I'm just chilling with you guys and I'm playing games here, you'll see me. I'm like coming in to talk about a topic about the Ravens, just chilling out. You guys can ask those questions. There's no game on. But when I'm commentating over a football game and the one thing you're acting like this is the same thing. What's your favorite Pokemon? Why are you asking me that when I'm trying to commentate over the Niners and the Chargers? What the hell does that have to do with this? Like, that's just the weirdness. McCaffrey picking up the first down again. Now you see the Niners utilizing their guys. McCaffrey should have been utilized more in the last drive, but they're getting their guys their guys more involved. First and goal here for the Niners. 3:18 left to go here in the first half. But yeah, it makes me like less and less motivated because I already know I'm going to deal with this for 3 hours. And I'm like sitting here talking about, man, the Niners really got to get it going. Meanwhile, I look at the chat. What's your favorite Pokemon? Like, come on. That makes me less and less motivated to actually want to live stream the games. Like, look at this. Do you like steak? Well, oh, God. Oh, God. Just straight up makes it really breaks a person's spirit. It just makes you less and less motivated to want to actually live stream these games. Because, like, if I'm going to be here for 3 hours, I'm not trying to answer these type of questions when I'm commentating over a football game. It's like, what in God's name are you asking me that for? Why are you asking me the most weirdest and random questions you possibly get? On a Sunday night. Y'all be doing this to me on a Sunday night, on a Monday night, on a Thursday night? Like, come on. Come on. You play any God of War? I have not played the game. I have not played it yet. Second and goal here. They're probably... Oh, no, they're going to have to run at least one more play. They're going to have to run one more play, but this is going to be a delayed game. Like, bro, what is with these weird questions? It just makes me less and less motivated to come here and commentate over a football game. It's one thing if I just have a random live stream just to talk about a topic. Because every time I do a random live stream, like, if I'm talking about the Ravens, what are the Ravens' chances to go to the Super Bowl? What do the Ravens need to fix? How is Lamar Jackson looking this season? If you see a title like that, sure, ask me the weird questions. We'll go at it. Because I'm just here to relax and engage with my audience. But when I'm sitting here and commentating over a football game, and while I'm in the middle of giving an analysis and breaking it down, saying they gotta utilize him more, or Kittle just had a catch right there dropped, or Garoppolo's gotta get this guy involved, or the play calling's not great. When I'm talking about football and I look right and I see, do you like Elmo? Like, what am I even doing here? Like, am I actually doing anything meaningful here? Short, by the way, here, third and goal coming up. Like, legitimately. We watch NCAA basketball, football. I do watch college. I watch a little bit of college basketball, but I don't really get into it into the tournament. Once the tournament comes through, that's when I start watching more college basketball. As for college football, I occasionally watch it. That's usually how I do with some things. I occasionally get into watching college football for the most part. I do keep track of it. But yeah, these random questions just make me sit here and do like it really like, because I'm always just honest and keeping it real here. Like, legit, do you know how less and less motivated I am to actually live stream these games when I see comments like that? Because it's just making me think, am I going to be here for 3 hours dealing with this? I could just be doing something more meaningful. I could be coming up with a new topic. I could be working on another video. I could be doing some other side thing. I'd rather not spend 3 hours answering weird random questions and just go do something else. Like, it just makes me less and less motivated to actually want to live stream because I'm dealing with these weird questions while I'm trying to commentate and analyze a football game. It's the weirdest thing. Like, legit. And I got to deal with this every time I start live streaming a game, except when it comes to the Ravens. Whenever I live stream Ravens games, most people that pull up are actually here for the Ravens game. But then you just get one or two people that are just here just to ask random questions. And I'm, like, never going to answer those random questions because, like, I'm here to talk about a football game. If we weren't live streaming about a football game and you're asking a random question, whatever. It is what it is. If it was a random Tuesday, and it's a random live stream on a Tuesday where I'm just talking about a certain topic, sure, I'll live stream and talk about a random topic for a while. And then I'll look at the chat and answer whatever questions you guys have. Because that's just what we do. But commentating over a football game, I'm not trying to see random comments like that. Because it just throws you off. It really just throws you off. And it's just like, what am I doing here? Like, it legitimately just throws me off, and I'm just like, all right, if that's the case, why am I here in the first place? Like, why am I actually here commentating over a football game if half the people are talking about random crap that has nothing to do with football? I'd rather just go do something else. Hell, I'd rather just watch this game and give my analysis afterwards, so the people that actually cared about the game would probably just pull up and be like, all right, yeah, sure. This happened, or that happened, or this happened. But when you got a live stream and it's just the random questions about cartoon characters in kitchenware and the human body like this individual's talking about, it just makes me feel like I don't want to come here. Like, I got to leave for halftime. I'm not even sure I want to come back after halftime. Quarterback sneak here by Garoppolo for the touchdown. Niners finally get on the board, making this game interesting. Now, 9 plays, 75 yards, nearly 5 minutes taken off the clock. Nearly 5 minutes taken off the clock. There's plenty of time for the Chargers to get the football back, and I'm trying to see how many timeouts the Chargers have, because they could potentially be able to put up maybe not a touchdown. They have all 3 timeouts. Yeah, the Chargers are gonna get the football back and try to run the 2-minute offense. You barely answer my questions regardless. Simple, you're one of the guys asking weird questions. You'll ask football questions, and when you usually do ask football questions, I'll answer it, except when you ask me the Greg Roman question, which I'm not going to answer because I'm not going to talk about a man's weight. That's just wrong. I'm not doing that. But when you are actually asking football questions, I usually answer it. But you'll be asking weird questions. You'll be acting thirsty, and you'll be doing the whole Greg Roman thing, which I ain't doing. I ain't doing. But I usually answer your question when it's not weird. But you usually be thirsty every day, bro. You gotta get a hobby, bro. Like, simple. I'm worried for you, man. 2012 Falcons or 2019 Niners. I'll take the 2019 Niners. The Niners actually got to the Super Bowl, had a 10-point lead. They just blew it. The Falcons choked to the Niners, in fact, and failed to get to the Super Bowl. So, yeah, I'll take a question like that. I can answer it. Bro, I can't help you with that, bro. We are here to talk football, and you are constantly thirsty left and right. Get yourself a hobby. Talk to somebody, man. I'm not here I'm not here to be your counselor for why you can't get anybody, bro. That's just weird on a football stream to be asking that. That's just weird. Like, you hear every day. Like, how can you be thirsty every single day? Every time I stream, you're acting that you're just thirsty for no reason. Bro, if you need something, just go get it, bro. You ain't got no friends to talk to that can hook you up with something. Like, figure this out. Big Ben or Matt Ryan? That's not a difficult question. Big Ben won 2 Super Bowl rings. I'm taking Ben Roethlisberger. The funny part about it is, like, Ben had some great seasons, but he never won an MVP. He's got 2 championship rings, but he never won a ring, and it's the craziest thing to think about. Like, really, Ben won, he won 2 championships but never got an MVP. Meanwhile, Matt Ryan won an MVP and failed to get the only ring he was going to ever have. That was his only chance. And it's weird to think about. I really, want to go back. I really want to go back to, I might do this, maybe that's a video for the future or something like that. But I want to go back and look at every single year of Ben Roethlisberger's career. I want to look at his overall performance and his stats and then compare them to what was happening. Because, every year from 04 to when he retired last year, I want to look at how he performed in the regular season and see if he actually did have a legitimate case to win MVP. Because for a guy that's a 2-time champion, he never once was in the MVP conversation. It's not like it's an Eli Manning situation. He was actually balling out in the regular and making plays in the postseason. So it's very weird that Ben never was ever... He was rarely discussed in the MVP conversation. So, I actually do want to go back and look at that and see if he had a legitimate case at any point throughout his career. Because, it's funny. Matt Ryan's got the MVP. He doesn't have the ring. Meanwhile, Ben's got 2 rings, but he never got an MVP. I don't know. Then go find somebody, bro. Go find somebody anywhere. Go find somebody. Go on these apps that keep saying you can hook up with some. Go find somebody, bro. Don't come to a football stream and complain about why you can't get nothing. I can't help you with that, my friend. I cannot help you with that. I am here to talk about the Niners and the Chargers. I can't help you get a girl, my friend. That is not. I can't do that for you, bro. I'm here to talk about what Jimmy Garoppolo can do to help his team win a football game, or what Justin Herbert can do to help his team win a football game. I cannot help you with your girl problems. I'm the last person that can help you with that. I'm here to talk football, not relationships, bro. I can't help you with that. 1st and 10, Herbert's going to check it down to Eckler. The Chargers really have 3 timeouts here. Like, they have 3 timeouts. This is the chance to try and go down the field. If you can make this a 20-10 game, you got to get a great opportunity. He could have won MVP in 2014. 2014, who was the 2014 MVP? Oh, Adrian Peterson. Wait, was it Adrian Peterson in 2014? I think it was in 2015. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was in 2014? Okay, so he won it. So wait, Adrian Peterson was in. Okay, I guess Adrian Peterson was in 2013 then. Aaron Rodgers won the 2014 MVP? I don't fully remember. So I guess that means Adrian Peterson was 2013 or something? Because when did AP win the MVP? 2012. Okay. So who the hell was the 2013 MVP? Oh, Jesus, Peyton Manning. I'm sorry. I forgot. I always say this, man. History never remembers what you do if you lose. History will never remember what you do if you lose. They lost that Super Bowl in an embarrassing fashion to the Seahawks, and everyone forgot Peyton. I'm sorry. I don't know how I forgot Peyton Manning won MVP in 2013. I talk about it all the damn time. Anytime someone says Mahomes had the greatest MVP season, I'm like, no, Peyton in 2013 did. I apologize. Watching Justin Herbert throw that horrible pass made me somehow forget that Peyton Manning won in 2013. You are correct. 2012 was Adrian Peterson. 2013 was Peyton Manning. I completely forgot about Rodgers winning in 2014. I know he's won 4 MVPs. Obviously, the last 2 years he won them. And then in 2011 he won them. But I forgot that other one he had. But yeah, Ben Roethlisberger had a legitimate chance to win MVP in 2014. And they did make the playoffs. But I would have to go back and look at his and Aaron's numbers to see. 3rd and 2. Carter made the catch. 1st down. All right. Big Ben doesn't need MVPs when he can win rings. Same thing for Eli Manning. He won 2 rings, and no one ever considered him to be a top 5 quarterback. Oh, my God, that's a fumble. But it is recovered. Bro, just get down. That's crazy. Let's see. You think Carter is better than Allen and Wilt? No. Carter's playing a great game. I think Carter is playing a great game, but you need Mike Williams and Keenan Allen back. Those are your top 2 receivers. I like what I'm seeing from Carter. He's playing a great game, but he's not better than those 2. Those are your 2 weapons. Now, the good news is once they do get back, you're seeing Carter can contribute, so he can be that 3rd weapon for them that they will be able to utilize. But Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are better receivers than Carter. It's just simple right there. But I like what I'm seeing from Carter here. I really do like what I'm seeing. That's another weapon that can be utilized. And maybe Justin Herbert will look to get him the ball more when you get Allen and Mike Williams back. But we'll see. Ben had nearly 5,000 passing yards that year. Interesting. It's crazy. Winning the MVP, then the next day getting blown out. That was crazy for when that happened in 2011. Time to bump the accident waiting to happen song. Oh yeah, because of the Cowboys losing. That's still funny. But that's the Cowboys' problem. You know, if you don't want to get over the Aaron Rodgers hump, that's your problem. This is why people will continue to not believe in the Cowboys doing anything. Ben led the league with 5,102 in yards in 2018, but missed the playoffs. He wasn't gonna win MVP anyway. Like, even if they made the playoffs, he was not winning MVP in 2018. Patrick Mahomes had over 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns in 2018. He was not winning MVP. Like, no way in hell he was winning MVP over Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts. I mean, Josh Allen's the better quarterback, but Jalen Hurts is having an amazing year, and he's, one of the top candidates for the MVP conversation. Why is Lamar so inaccurate? Lamar's not inaccurate. It's always been about consistency. We've said this time and time and time again. It's not about accuracy when it comes to Lamar. It's about consistency. Josh Allen is still the better quarterback. I agree. He's the better quarterback. Jalen Hurts is having an amazing year. He's in the MVP conversation for a reason. Yeah, Rodgers had 38 touchdowns and 5 interceptions, and Ben had 32 touchdowns and 9 interceptions in 2014. That makes sense. Not to mention, I believe, didn't Green Bay have... Were they a top 2 seed that year? They were a top 2 seed. Meanwhile, yeah, they were a top 2 seed. I believe the Packers were a top 2 seed in 2014. Wait a minute. They might have been the number 1 seed. I don't know, but I believe they were a top 2 seed in 2014. I'm not fully sure. Because I know the Cowboys had to come to them. Yeah, they were the number 1 seed. Yeah, because they had the bye week and the Cowboys came to them. And they also hosted the NFC Championship game in Green Bay. So they had to have the number 1 seed. So yeah. Yeah. Hurts or Lamar? Lamar's the better quarterback. Hurts is still having a great year. You want to see Hurts be more consistent with this. He's having a great year. If he can do this next year and the year after that and continue to carry the Eagles, yeah, sure. But it's always about, playing at this high level consistently and helping carry your team. So Lamar is the better quarterback, just like Josh Allen's the better quarterback. But Jalen Hurts is still having a great year, and he has a great case for MVP. Mahomes is a Steph Curry of the NFL. No. I couldn't say that. Because it's not like he's changed the game of how the game of football is being played. Because he's not. He's dominating how football is playing, but he didn't change the game. Nothing Mahomes is doing right now. We've seen this happen before. What Mahomes is doing right now has been done before in some cases by Aaron Rodgers. Maybe you can say, hey, at times he's played higher or lower, but it is what it is. But we've seen this before with Aaron Rodgers during some of his MVP seasons. So we've seen this before. But I can't say he's a Steph Curry because Steph Curry changed the game of basketball. You would have to look at somebody like, again, Lamar is probably the best candidate for that because if Lamar wins a Super Bowl, he already has an MVP. If Lamar wins a Super Bowl, the way people look at mobile quarterbacks changes. Herbert's going to take off on 2nd and 17. He's going to pick up a lot of yards, slide, 3rd down coming up here. If Lamar Jackson, with his play style and the way he plays and him being this highly mobile quarterback, the true dual threat quarterbacks, if Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts or Justin Fields, if one of those guys wins a Super Bowl, the way football is played, the way these scouters look at quarterbacks that are dual threats, everything changes. Russell Wilson is mobile and he won a ring, but he's not really much of a dual threat quarterback. He wasn't really seen as much. He wasn't seen similar to what you see with Lamar or Jalen Hurts or Justin Fields. He wasn't that type of quarterback. Now again, he still was utilizing his legs early on. I don't want people to forget early on. Russell Wilson was really utilizing his legs. But he wasn't really seen as a dual-threat quarterback when he won that Super Bowl. And hell, he isn't seen as a dual-threat quarterback now. There's a difference between a mobile quarterback and a legit dual-threat quarterback. They're all mobile, but dual-threat quarterback is the type of individual that can kill you with his arm and his legs. Russell Wilson isn't really killing you with his legs. He's mobile so he can take off, but he's not killing you with his legs. Speaking of someone using their legs, here's Justin Herbert utilizing his legs to pick up a 1st down. And they're going to use their final timeout. There's going to be a flag. Oh, they're going to call a penalty on the Niners. That's not what you need. That's going to be that's going to be a personal foul probably. Because they may have hit him in the helmet. Oh, my God. Oh, helmet to helmet. That's a full-on penalty. That's 15 yards. That's straight up 15 yards. Yeah, I've seen Chainsaw Man. I've seen a couple episodes. I haven't seen all of it, but yeah, I like the anime. I like what they've done with the Chainsaw Man anime so far. I like what I'm seeing there. Sabonis or Porzingis? That's an interesting question. I like what I'm seeing with Porzingis with the Wizards, and Sabonis has been great. You can't go wrong with either or. I guess I can kind of lean towards Sabonis right now, but I do love what I'm seeing from Porzingis. But yeah, if someone like a Lamar Jackson, a Jalen Hurts, a Justin Fields, if one of those guys goes on to win a Super Bowl, that legitimately changes how dual threat quarterbacks are viewed in the NFL, and that would be changing the game Hell, Lamar, the way Lamar has played has helped open up the door for guys you're seeing like Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields getting these opportunities and teams choosing to build around that type of system. Personal foul, roughing the quarterback right there. That's just unnecessary roughness. Helmet to helmet hit right there. That's a 15-yard penalty. Jamal Murray or Tyrese Halliburton. Ooh, first of all, Tyrese should have never been traded. Like, that's still one of the worst trades I've seen in the last couple years. It was just a dumb trade. Not even one of the worst, but that's just one of the dumbest trades I've seen. He should have never been traded. And I like Tyrese. I'm going to say Halliburton right now because Jamal Murray is still trying to get back. He just got back. This is the first season he's playing since the injury. So he's trying to get back into that rare form we saw of him previously. I'm going to say Tyrese right now because I like the development he's making. But, I mean, Jamal Murray's already played at somewhat of a high level, and he's been at that consistency. I want to see Jamal Murray get back to that level of play. Because if he does that, not only would he be great, but the Dolphins would be even better. The Dolphins legitimately would be even much better. Simple, bro. I don't know what to do with you, man. I don't know what to do with you. I'm going to just let you be you, bro. I don't know what to do with you. It is what it is, bro. You just thirsty every day. I guess you're the type of person now that will complain about being thirsty, but are not. Wow, what am I trying to say? I don't even want to deal with this. That's why I'm trying to move on from this. You're the type of individual that will complain about being thirsty, but won't get up to go get water. So you'll complain about how much you're thirsty, but you're not willing to get up to get a glass of water. Oh, nice hit right there. So you'll complain about being thirsty, you won't get up to get a glass of water. You'll try to ask someone else to help you, but they're like, I can't help you with that. Get the water yourself. And you just don't get up and do it. You're also the type of person that'll probably be looking across the room, see someone else enjoying their water, and then you'll be like, well, I want that too, but you still won't be motivated to go get some water. I can't help you, bro. I'm going to let you sit there and die in your thirst. You think the Magic can make the playoffs? No. Then again, the Eastern Conference right now isn't exactly as strong as you would think it'd be. Oh, man, I didn't even realize this. Justin Herbert is off the field. You can sit back and say it's easier or it's harder, but if you're not, I don't want to hear it's easier or if it's harder. You're not putting yourself out there. If you're not willing to make the attempt, you have no idea what's going to happen. You're sitting there based off of what? Where's your experience? How much experience have you had? The world is bigger than you think it is. If you're not willing to put yourself out there and make the attempt to try, you're never going to see what type of results you're going to get. Stop saying it's hard or easy. There are plenty of people that are looking to get into a relationship. You're never going to know that if you're not willing to put yourself out there. 3rd and 10 here. Unfortunately, Justin Herbert got knocked out of this, so they're probably going to check to see if he has a concussion because that was a bad helmet-to-helmet hit. He's walking around on the sidelines, but they did not put him back out there. Like, they did not put him back out there. Herbert's just watching the game. I don't know. They're probably going to check him in the locker room at halftime to see if they'll probably see whether or not he has a concussion or something. But that helmet-to-helmet hit was bad. And so you have zero experience, and you're talking about it's harder. You have no experience, and you're talking about it's hard to get somebody. Like, I don't know how to help you there, bro. I really don't know. If you're not willing to put yourself out there, you're not going to know what you can do. Stop being afraid and put yourself out there, man. That's all I can say to you. Okay, that's all I can say to you. If you're not willing to put yourself out there and you're always going to be sitting at home and complaining about why don't I have this or I want to get that or I want to be like this, but you're not willing to put yourself out there or willing to go out there and attempt to try and get it, you're not going to get anything. You can't sit back and say it's harder than it looks. Well, you haven't even looked. How can you say it's harder to get one if you haven't made the attempt to get one? So you have no experience in it. You haven't really made the attempt, and then you're saying it's harder than it looks. I can't help you, man. The one thing you can do is put yourself out there in life. If you're not willing to put yourself out there in life, you're not going to get anywhere. If you want to get in a relationship, bro, put yourself out there. If you're not willing to do it, I cannot help you with that. Only you can help yourself with that. Anyway, field goal is kicked. It is good, and we are at halftime. And boy, I could use a break because all of a sudden I'm a counselor here For you don't have that kind of confidence, you're gonna have to get that kind of confidence. Welcome to the world. The world is not easy, and if you don't have the confidence to, if you don't have the belief in yourself, and you don't get that level of confidence, you are not gonna go anywhere in life. Trust me. It's not like I'm sitting here, oh yeah, I got all the experience in the world, or I'm successful in everything I have to do. No, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you got to have that confidence and belief in yourself. If you don't have that level of confidence, if you're not even willing to try to see how far you can go in life, you're always going to stay in the exact same place. I've failed in a lot of things. Trust me, I've dealt with rejection. I've dealt with failure. It happens. But you got to at least be willing to put yourself out there. And it's not even about confidence. It's just about doing what you can to see how far you can go. Just staying where you are in life is not going to help you. Sure, you may try and it fails. But failure is a part of life. If you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone, which again is very difficult, but if you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone and at least make the attempt and try to see how far you can go in life, you're always going to be where you currently are. So you'll be thinking about it years and years and years on end. Man, I really want to be like this, or I really want to get that. But it's difficult. You say it's difficult because you're not willing to try. How can you say something's difficult if you've never really had the experience or never really tried to put yourself out there? Whether or not you have the confidence. Sometimes, there's plenty of people that don't have confidence that put themselves out there. Sometimes you just got to be willing to try. Not because you think you're going to succeed, but because it's something you have to do. Because you have to learn to get yourself out of your comfort zone. That's life. If you're not willing to get yourself out of your comfort zone, you're just going to continue to remain where you are. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. I mean, this whole YouTube channel wouldn't even be here if I wasn't willing to get out of my comfort zone. And hell, I still deal with my trials and tribulations. I still got issues too. It's not like I'm out here. You don't see plenty of women just coming through this room. Just be willing to put yourself out there. It's not like I'm walking around with millions of dollars. No. But you got to be willing to put yourself out there and see how far you can go in life. That's just how it is. Anyway, I'm over here. I'm over here just giving this advice like I'm a counselor. Man, I really should probably make a YouTube channel and just counsel people about things. That'd be awesome. But I don't think I have an interest in doing that. I like talking sports. I'm not trying to hear people's problems and try to help them like that. At least, I mean, I'm not willing to do that publicly. I help plenty of people out privately. I'm not trying to make that my career, though. But, yeah, I would prefer to just talk about sports. I'm not Dr. Phil. So let Dr. Phil handle that. I'm going to just keep talking about football. I'm not here to help people with their relationship issues. Anyway, I could use a break. I will see you guys in the second half, man. Oh, boy. All right, second half of football here. Oh boy. All right, 16-10 game here. Second half for the Niners. They're going to start off here, 1st and 10. A throw to Christian McCaffrey, and they pick up a big first down. Niners played a quote-unquote interesting game of football in the first half. I think they did some good things. They did some bad things. Chargers had way too many opportunities to get in the end zone. They just didn't. They settled for field goals. 3 field goals. They had a touchdown on the opening drive and then had 3 field goals. They had several opportunities to score. They just didn't take advantage of them. It is what it is. It's unfortunate. I have no idea about the status of Justin Herbert. I assume he's going to play, but I have no idea. Josh Allen crumbled. Yeah, bro. Josh Allen did crumble in the fourth quarter against the Vikings. He's been playing some bad football, bro. Gotta love Deebo Samuel. They know how to utilize him. But yeah, he's been playing some bad football. That's a nice run right there. That is a really nice run there to pick up the first down. Niners moving the chains. That's what you want to see. But yeah, Allen's been looking bad the last couple of games. Like in the second half, he's played really bad. They're gonna toss this to McCaffrey. McCaffrey breaking tackles. McCaffrey's going to pick up about 6 yards. Second down coming up here for the Niners. They're moving the ball, moving the chains, trying to see if they could take the lead in this second half. Seven turnovers in 3 games is absurd. Yeah, he's turning the ball over way too much. The man is turning the ball over way too much. It's not good. It's not good at all. I don't like what I'm seeing from Josh Allen over the last couple games. He's been bad. He's been straight up bad. McCaffrey, again, running, diving. Coming up a little bit short. Third down coming up here. Third down is short. Did they pick this up or were they short? I don't know if they got this. This actually seems somewhat close. Did he get that? I think they're going to give it to him. I think they're going to give it to him. No, they're not. 4th and inches here for the Niners. Garoppolo under center. I'm handing this to McCaffrey, and they're going to go with a quarter. Oh, Jimmy got right through. I cannot believe he got right through. They went with a quarterback sneak, and it worked out. First down. At this point, I think the Eagles keep winning. I think if the Eagles keep winning, they have to give Hurts the MVP. I mean, yeah, the way he's playing, though, I think Tua has to get some recognition as well because Tua has been doing a hell of a job of what he's doing right now, and he's having a great year as well. He's playing well. Hurts is probably going to be one of the main leading candidates because he hasn't lost the game yet. McCaffrey picking up another first down. I'm thinking it's probably going to be Hurts because they just continue to win football games, so they're probably going to give it to him. But who knows? Who knows? I think Tua definitely deserves recognition, but I think they're going to probably stick with Hurts if the Eagles continue to win. So I agree with you there. Anyway, Niners continue to move the ball. First and 10 coming up here for the Niners. They're going to run this again. Wow. Another great run by the Niners. I think they picked up the first down. First and goal. I think Sauce has a chance to win Defensive Player of the Year. I think he has a shot, but I don't think he's going to win it. I think he can win. Honestly, he has a great shot to win Rookie of the Year with the way he's played. But off the Defensive Player of the Year, I don't know if he's going to get it, though. I mean, there's been a lot of guys. Micah Parsons has been one of the leading candidates for Defensive Player of the Year, so I think he has a shot. First and goal, they make a stop here. Second down coming up for the Niners. I think Sauce has a shot to win the Defensive Player of the Year, but I don't know if we'll have to see how he performs down the stretch. But the guy has just been special. The guy's been different. The Jets did everything right by drafting that guy because he's just straight up. He is exactly as advertised. He is that lockdown defender that's just been doing what he's doing. Give credit to the guy, man. He's playing well his rookie year. Second and goal here for the Niners. They're probably going to look to run this again. Oh, they're going to give somewhat of a quick toss here. Well, they fake the run and then toss it to McCaffrey. Nothing happens. Terry Rozier or Jalen Brunson? That's an interesting question. I probably am going to go with Brunson, but I do like what I see from Rozier. I'll take Brunson, though. Third down here, Niners gotta get in here. I mean, it's not required, or it's not like it's a must right now because the game isn't on the line. But if you don't get in here, you kick the field goal, you make it a 3-point game. There's still 10 minutes left to go in the third quarter. You got plenty of football left to be played, but you would prefer if you can get in the end zone here if you're the Niners. Third down and goal. Garoppolo takes a snap, looking towards his left. He finds his man. It is dropped. Ayuk had the touchdown. He dropped it. Great route ran by him, and he just drops it. He just dropped it. Oh, man, that's just a great play. And he just dropped it. He's got to make that catch. He's straight up. He's got to make that catch. If you're Ayuk, you got to make that catch. They're going to have to settle for 3. That could come back to hurt them. Field goal is up. It is good, and it's a 16-13 game here in L.A. Herbert in the offense going to be looking to come back on the field soon. But Niners inch closer. 3-point game in L.A. 8:52 left to go in the third quarter. McGrady or the easy? McGrady. Tracy McGrady. That's not a conversation. I love Vince Carter, but no, it's Tracy McGrady. That's an easy question. Matthew Judon can win it all, though. You're right. He can definitely win it all. He's leading all defenders in sacks. He's got 11 sacks right now. So I could definitely see him. I could definitely see him winning or being one of the main candidates for Defensive Player of the Year. Tyreek, if he gets 2K yards. You know what? That is true. Tyreek Hill, I said this as well last week. If Tyreek Hill gets over 2,000 receiving yards, I don't care what quarterback's doing. I don't care which quarterback's doing what. You give the MVP to Tyreek Hill. If Tyreek Hill gets over 2,000 receiving yards, he's the MVP. No question. He's the MVP. Why the NFL still got John Gruden best mic'd up on? I don't know. That's something you're gonna have to ask the NFL. Unless somebody goes back and takes it off, it's probably gonna remain there. 3-point game here between the Chargers and the Niners. Herbert seems to be fine, so that's good for him. But damn, man, Ayuk, you gotta catch that. If you're in that situation, you beat your man off the line of scrimmage beautifully. You ran a great route. You just gotta beat that, man. You just gotta beat that. Legitimately, you just gotta beat that. Not even beat that. You gotta catch that. You legitimately just gotta catch that. If you're in that situation, man, that's a golden opportunity for the Niners to take the lead. And a drop causes you guys to settle for 3. Anyway, Chargers coming on the field here for their first drive of the second half here. Jerry Rice is at every Niners game, bro. He constantly follows the team, and I like that. I like seeing Jerry Rice show up to Niner games. It's cool. I like it. You know, Justin Herbert is heading back on the field. It seems like he doesn't have a concussion. That's actually good. I legitimately thought he was going to have a concussion. It doesn't seem like that's the case because he is on the field, so he is going to finish. He's going to probably continue the game. Unless he gets another shot to the head like that. 1st and 10. They're going to hand this off here to Eckler. Flag right off the bat. What's the flag for this time? I love calling these flags. Penny at his peak or Clippers CP3? CP3 is one of the greatest. CP3 is one of the greatest point guards to ever play this game, but we still do have questions about. We still have questions about what Penny Hardaway would have been if it wasn't for the injuries. I remember a lot of people back in the day was like Penny Hardaway was Kobe before Kobe. And it's unfortunate that injuries kind of derailed his career. Similar to Tracy McGrady. Because like after Shaq left Orlando, we didn't really hear much from Penny afterwards because injuries started to take his career away. Nice throw here by Herbert. They pick up the 1st down. Great catch by Palmer. I'll sit back and take CP3 in this situation because, I mean, I know what happened with Penny. Not gonna lie, I'm low-key happy that the Bills lost today. I'm sure a lot of people are happy that the Bills lost today. Maybe Bills fans are getting a bit too arrogant. That could be the case. And they needed to be humble. There's an injury on the field right now. Injured Niners player. They're going to call a timeout. Hopefully he's okay. We'll see if the media treat the Bills loss the way they kill us. No, they're not going to. I mean, I don't know why you guys keep looking at the media for approval for your team. Especially knowing, bro, you're not the Chiefs. We're not the Chiefs. We're okay. We're not. So it's not like there's people. First of all, you don't really have a lot of people that really care or really support or root for the Ravens in the media, in sports media in general. So you're not going to really see a lot of people try to stand up for them. And it's not like we've ever been one of the type of individuals to be like the golden team for the NFL. So no, they're not going to do that. The NFL sat back and said, the NFL media sat back and said Josh Allen was destined to win MVP this year. That was all their predictions. Vegas was like, he's gonna win MVP and all this other stuff. So, I mean, he kind of became somewhat of a golden boy or somewhat of a golden child for the NFL, and people got pissed off about it. So that's why everyone's getting at the Bills because I don't remember this level of hate for the Bills being there last year. All of a sudden, Josh Allen's become one of the golden boys because the NFL or because the media and everyone in Vegas said he's winning MVP. So now he has to deal with this crap. But yeah, I mean, you guys keep looking at the media for validation or at least some sort of praise for the Ravens when that's just not going to happen. Like, let it go, guys. When have they ever really praised us? Like, even when we were in the playoffs and going to just going to AFC Championship games, they weren't praising us. We didn't even get praise until the team won the Super Bowl. And even that, they gave us our praise for that one day and kind of just moved on. The Ravens are not a fan favorite team, bro. The media doesn't really care about them the way they would care about a team like the Cowboys. We don't get that type of attention, guys. Let it go. The only reason they talk about us is Lamar Jackson. If Lamar Jackson was to leave the Ravens right now, they're not talking about us anymore. It's as simple as that. That's just how it is. But I don't really care what the media is going to say about Josh Allen, whether they're willing to protect him or call him out for it. I don't personally care. Looks like the player got a cramp because he's on the sideline getting stretched out. You got to be careful. Even I don't know. It's LA, so it's probably hot out there. But, you know, you got to be careful because it seems like, I don't know if he got a cramp or, you know, because it seemed like Herbert landed on his leg, but he's getting stretched out over there. So I don't know. I hope he's okay. Anyway, 1st down here for the Chargers at their own 42-yard line. Justin Herbert on the center. He's going to toss it here to Eckler. Eckler getting a nice look, and he picks up a first down, and he heads into Niner territory. I didn't know Derek Carr broke down in tears during the press conference game. Yeah, he did. I saw it during halftime. I saw he was breaking down, and he was talking about how much they care about football and how everybody on the team and all these players always go out there and put their body on the line to do whatever they can to try and win a game. So, he was very emotional during the press conference. And, of course, Twitter never takes that seriously, so they clowned him for that. But he was really emotional there. 1st and 10. Herbert under center again. He's going to hand the ball off here, and they're going to pick up about 2 yards. 2nd down coming up here. Peak Brandon Roy or peak Grant Hill? That's an interesting question. These are actually somewhat tough, man. Grant Hill's awesome, but I really enjoyed Brandon Roy. I think I would sit back in. I know Grant Hill probably is the correct choice, but I'm going to go with Brandon Roy in this one because I really would have loved to have seen what his career was actually going to turn into had he not suffered all those injuries. 2nd and 8. Herbert takes a snap. He's throwing off his back foot. Incomplete. Pressure was coming. 3rd down here for the Chargers. Quarter is really just running fast. We are already under 7 minutes here. Yeah, there was nothing really open at the time, so he had to kind of get the ball out of his hands quickly. Third down and 8 here. Empty backfield here for Justin Herbert. He's going to take the snap. Looking towards his left. Pressure's coming. He's going to throw off his back foot. Incomplete. The pressure got to him again. And they're going to have to punt this football. Honestly, simple. I don't really have an answer for who I would say is the R&B GOAT. I really don't have an answer. I don't even have a personal preference in terms of who I would say is the GOAT for R&B. It's because why move on from a coach who was successfully taking this team to a playoffs? That's the problem. Las Vegas wants a familiar name for head coach. Yeah, I agree with you. They should have never moved off of Rich. They moved off of Rich, a guy that was he came in and became the head coach. John Gruden got fired. That whole situation came up. John Gruden got fired. Not to mention the Henry Ruggs situation also happened. We know what went down. That situation happens, and then the Gruden situation happens, and everything's in chaos for the Raiders. Rich comes in. He's this calming mindset. He's this calming guy that helps coach this team to the playoffs. This is a guy that helped your team get to the playoffs, and the way the Raiders responded was, we don't want you here, Rich. You helped us get to the playoffs, but we don't want you here. We want Josh McDaniels. I can tell you this right now. I don't know about Raiders fans, but everybody and their mother knew Josh McDaniels was going to fail with this team. Everybody knew this was going to be a disaster. Not one soul was sitting out there. If you're not a Raiders fan, not one soul was sitting out there and saying, oh yeah, Josh McDaniels, new head coach for the Raiders, that's going to be a successful year. Not a single person was saying that. We all knew that. Oh, snap. Is that what? It's got a notification. Let me see what happened here. Apparently a certain, let me see this. Dang, it's true. Joel Embiid lost his mind today. 59 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and 7 blocks. 7 blocks? Nobody in NBA history has ever put up these numbers before. In this time, 59 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and 7 blocks. 7 blocks? What the 7 blocks is what's getting me. 7 blocks? Jesus, Jokic is still better. That's cool. But I'm not doing the whole better or worse. I don't care who's better. I'm gonna give praise to a guy who's having a great performance. I don't care if Jokic is better or worse. The man Embiid tonight put up a historical performance because no one in NBA history has ever done what he just did today in a performance like that. What was it? They get 59 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, and 7 blocks. That's crazy. 7 blocks is the one that's getting me. Hell of a performance by him. Hell of a performance. 1st and 10 for the Niners. They have a chance to either tie this with a field goal or take the lead with a touchdown. They're going to start at their own 20-yard line. Garoppolo takes a snap and he hands it off here to McCaffrey. McCaffrey starts to break free a little. He picks up, not even McCaffrey, what am I talking about? Mitchell. Mitchell takes the snap, takes the carry, picks up about 8 yards. 2nd down coming up here. Maybe about 9 yards, in fact. 2nd down coming up here for the Niners. No, it was 8 yards. 2nd and 2 coming up here. Just going to hand it back to Mitchell again. And Mitchell picks up the 1st down. 1st down here for the Niners. Please don't bring this energy here. Like, I don't know what you mumbling about or pissing about.
No, it's
not
a different conversation.
Bro. I ain't trying to deal with that here. I'm watching a football game and commentating.
Oh gosh, I wasn't even
Peak Sean Kemp or Chris Webber? That's an interesting question. Sean Kemp. Play fake here. Garoppolo got swarmed and sacked. Crazy. That play was blown up before it could even develop. 2nd down coming up here. That was probably a 7 or 8 yard loss there on a sack. Your boy Khalil Mack showed up and got to. Look at this. Khalil went right to Garoppolo. Got him down on the ground. Who was supposed to block? Was there any actual blocker for Khalil? No. It didn't seem like anyone was actually on Mack right there. Why would you let Khalil Mack just go free like that? He's got 7 sacks on the season. 7 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. You play Sonic on front? No, I haven't played it yet. 2nd and 20. That was a 10-yard loss. Garoppolo looking. Nothing open. Incomplete. Yeah, I haven't played Sonic Frontiers yet. 3rd down and 20 coming up here. Because I ain't been the same since that LeBron injury again versus the Hawks last year. 21-6 last year? 21-6? What's that 21? Were they 21-6? I might have to go and check that because I mean they had a really struggled year. Deebo Samuel did everything in his power on this 3rd and 20 to get them as close to the 1st down as possible, but they're gonna have to punt this football. Did they have a record like that? Ray Allen's the answer. I'm not sure. Maybe they did. Cause I mean, like, it's strong. I'm not even sure. Do you support the Wizards like how you support the Commanders? Yeah, I do support the Wizards, so I do catch the Wizard games. I be seeing, of course, I be watching whenever Bradley Beal's there with Kyle Kuzma as well. When Porzingis, who I believe is back by now. Yeah, I do be keeping up with them. He touched the kicker, automatic flag. I'm kidding. You know how they usually like to do things. They either do running into the kicker. Nowadays, if you touch a kicker, a receiver, or a quarterback, a flag immediately gets pulled. So there's 3:38 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Long game of football left to be played here. We got a whole 4th quarter that's got to be played. I think Cousins got some good grills for his win over the Bills. Of course he did. They were definitely wilding on the play. Bro, they were wilding like that after beating the Commanders. Imagine how much they were wilding after beating the freaking Bills. You got Bradley Beal. You gotta be wilding like that. You have to be.
No, why somebody was like in the Bills space They were in the space realize talking about how Josh Allen needs help. Help?
I'm not dealing with that
I
crap.
said what? It's the fault. I said, is that all Dick's not help enough?
I'm not dealing with that
They
that
really said
nonsense.
that man need help. Help where?
I'm not dealing with those type of idiotic comments. I don't have the energy to deal with that. I say that all the time. I ain't got the time with it. Man, Joel B really did put that up. Ah, crazy. Nah, nothing to deal with that. Yeah, he really. Yeah, what a game for Joel Embiid. Niners have to start utilizing their weapons some more. You got to get Kittle more involved again because he's not doing much now. Yeah, I've never mind. Lakers were 35-21. Thank you. I was like really looking up because you said 21-6. I was like, what? They were kind of struggling to start the season and it ended up being like they weren't exactly the best. Are you probably talking about what? Not last year, but the year afterwards. Garland, what? Darius Garland's got 51 points. Let me check this out. Let me see what's going on with the NBA today. Eckler running with the ball here. Let me check some things out here. Let me look at some stats. Let me look at some scores. Garland's got 51. Oh, I forgot the Nets and Lakers were playing tonight. Who cares who wins that game? Both teams are garbage. Warriors and Kings are going on it. Curry's got 19. Okay, let me go. Darius, he had 51 points, and they lost.
Huh?
What the? Yo, Cleveland's starting to lose games. You know, that early start they had that was hot. And they looking so hot right now. They 8-5. They were like, what, 8-1 a while back? They've been losing a bunch of games here. Let me look at this. 30 for Karl Anthony Towns. Sorry, 30 for D'Angelo Russell. 29 for Cat. Anthony Edwards with 10. 19 for Prince. Then you look for the Cavs. 14 for Osman. 14 for Love. 15 for Stevens. Oh, so I see Garland had 51 points. Donovan Mitchell didn't play. Because I was thinking to myself, how the hell, like, if Garland had 51 points, you're not going to sit there and tell me that Donovan Mitchell didn't play, and you're not going to tell me that Donovan Mitchell played and they still found a way to lose with Garland giving you 51, because Donovan's going to get you at least 20. So I thought that was a bit weird, but no, Donovan Mitchell did not play in this game. It is what it is. Anyway, 1st and 10 here. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Chargers on the move here. They got quite the way to go. They're at their own 32-yard line here. Herbert gonna hand this ball off, and nothing is gained there. Nothing is gained there. My God, nothing was gained there. NBA testing going crazy tomorrow morning. Probably. Lakers need this one. Let me see what's happening. Lakers need this win. Dude, the Lakers aren't going anywhere this year, bro. They can need as many wins as possible. They're tied with the Rockets for the worst record in the NBA. They're 2-10, man. Come on. KD with 8, Royce O'Neal with 3, Claxton with 6, Harris with 5, Stunner with 9. 2nd and 11, he's going to check it down to Eckler. He's going to pick up a couple third down here. 7 for Thomas. Meanwhile, you're looking at the Lakers. Anthony Davis with 16 points. Lonnie Walker with 11. Russell Westbrook with 8. 7 points for Gabriel. They're up 55-46 at halftime, but the Lakers. The problem is it's not the problem. The problem with the Lakers isn't that isn't I don't even know what to say. There's so much problems with them. The problem isn't that they can't keep up with teams. They can. Their issue is they can't go the distance. 3rd and 9. Why are y'all checking the ball? See, this is what people were talking about, right? Is this what people were talking about? We'll get back on that Lakers topic for a second, but is this what people were talking about? Because I saw a bunch of Chargers fans saying that they're turning Justin Herbert into a check down machine. What is that on 3rd and 9? On 3rd and 9, you just check the ball down. What are y'all doing to this man? This dude used to take risks and throw the ball down the field. They weren't afraid to go for the 4th down in their own territory. Now on a 3rd and 9, you're going to check the ball down? Not even going to take a risk downfield? The hell have you done to Herbert? Where's the bravery with this team? They used to be, it is what it is. Back on the Lakers. The Lakers' issue isn't competitiveness because they can compete. They can compete and they can stay in the game relatively with any team. Their issue is they're not able to do it consistently. The consistency with them defensively is poor. They're not really consistent in the second half as a defensive team. You see in the first half, oh look, they held the Lakers to 46 points in the first half. But then in the second half, they give up a bunch of points. They can't seem to go the distance. Defensively, they just collapse. A lot of times in the first half, the Lakers will play defense. Second half, they collapse defensively. And I do not know why. What's the Wizards' issue? Well, they're a young team. They're a young basketball team. You got some nice pieces there. Of course, Kuzma's also a young guy. Bradley Beal's more of a veteran. Porzingis is more of a veteran. But you got a bunch of young guys there. The Wizards don't well, they've been sucking your whole life. The Wizards haven't exactly had enough pieces to compete. The most we've seen is them having enough talent to potentially go on somewhat of a run and maybe get to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they just don't have enough pieces to compete. The best they had was with John Wall and in that Wizards team back in 2017 when we all thought they could get to the Eastern Conference Finals, but they lost in Game 7 to the Celtics. That team won nearly 50 games, man. It was crazy. We really thought they were going to the conference finals. But yeah, the Wizards just never really have enough pieces or enough star power to be able to actually challenge anybody in the Eastern Conference. It's unfortunate. They've had moments where they've played well. They've had moments where they look like they can compete, but it just hasn't been enough to get it done. When John Wall was good was the last. Well, I mean, when John Wall was on the team, that was the last time they were great. DC Sports down bad this year. I mean, yeah, Nationals went out sad. Capitals ain't really doing much. Wizards, they're what they are, and the Commanders, another season of frustration, I guess. But it is what it is with DC Sports. You get used to it. Anyway, we got a fourth quarter of football left to play. All right. Fourth quarter football that's got to be played. It's a 16-13 game. Honestly, compared to some of the games we watched today, like the Bills and the Vikings and then the Cowboys and the Packers, this game doesn't really live up to it. And I got to be here tomorrow to watch the Commanders and the Eagles. Oh, God. Doc Rivers or Steve Kerr as players. I mean, and they both weren't exactly great. I'll probably take Doc Rivers because Steve Kerr wasn't even... Steve Kerr was a role player. And Doc Rivers was at least a little bit better than that. There is a flag on the play? For what? No, there's no way there's a flag. For what? John Wall era is the last time I watched basketball besides flights 1v1s. Yeah, John Wall in Washington was cool. He was cool in DC. It is what it is. The Cowboys were 195-0 all time when leading by 14 plus entering the fourth quarter. Today was their first loss. Dude, they can never get over the Aaron Rodgers humps. I can't wait to watch Undisputed tomorrow because Skip's about to cry again. The Cowboys cannot get over the Aaron Rodgers hump. They're having a bad season, but Aaron Rodgers will still find, even in his worst season, he will still find a way to beat the Cowboys because he owns them, and they can't get over the hump. I don't know how the hell Deebo Samuel found a way to pick up a couple yards from that situation, but it is what it is.
You should have seen me at work. I stopped what I was doing. I was watching TV. I said, oh, they didn't get the dirt. And I was like, all right, they're going to go for the field goal. No, I said they're going for the 4th down.
Hey, McCarthy.
Even when they called for the timeout, they
That's
still
McCarthy.
was going for it. I said, for a fourth down with 6 minutes left of overtime, and y'all say y'all gonna go for it? Why not just go for the field goal?
McCarthy.
And put it in your defense hands.
McCarthy. That's all I can say.
And I watched them not get it. I said,
2nd and 5 here. They're gonna hand. Oh, play action. Okay. Garoppolo. What the?
what the hell was that? And
What is he looking
I
at?
said, watch y'all lose by 3 points because you didn't get that field goal. Watch you lose by 3 points.
I mean, all they needed was a field goal at that point. No need to go for the touchdown.
Get the field goal and put it in defense hands. Defense just only has a hold them down to not score or to get a field goal.
Wow, that's a bad throw.
All you gotta do is put offense back out there to get
That's
your
a bad
field goal. But no, they said we're going for it. I said, watch you lose by
3rd down and 5 coming up here for the Niners. Garoppolo's going to take the snap, looking towards his left. He's throwing there, and it is caught. Jennings picks up the 1st down, and the Niners will continue to move the chains. Has there been a good primetime game? I mean,
Has it?
I actually don't even know if I can answer that. I'm trying to figure out the primetime game where you can sit back and say, there's probably been some good primetime games. Nothing great. I don't think we've had that great primetime games that a lot of people have been wanting to see. McCaffrey getting the ball here. He's going to pick up 8 yards. Flag on the play. They're about to call this holding, aren't they? They already, yep. I was real quick. You just knew that holding call was coming. We all knew the holding call was coming.
You know that call where Twitter, like, that's supposed to be had been a pass interference?
Uh-huh.
Man, all you see in the comments was Dallas was like, oh no, they won because of refs.
They can cry about that all they want. All they do is cry about the refs. How many games have you lost that you've blamed on the refs? How about you don't lose a 14-point lead? Tired of Cowboys fans crying. You don't want to talk about how your team blew a 14-point lead, but you want to sit. Is that a backwards pass?
No, he hit the ball.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it probably was a forward pass.
I don't know, Garoppolo threw the ball or whatever.
Yeah, he threw the ball. I guess it was a forward pass.
Yeah, try to hit the ball down.
Look at that, Cowboy fans crying. Oh, the refs. Every time you've lost Aaron Rodgers, has always been refs this, refs that. How about you hold on to a 14-point lead? Stop crying. Hold on to a damn 14-point lead and you're not in a situation. Don't always blame the refs when your team chokes.
Dallas went.
Trey Lance hasn't played a full season since 2019 during the college. In 2020, he played one game, and 2021 he didn't get to start. In 2022, injured. It is what it is. Broncos versus Colts was a special team shootout. No, that was probably the worst game we've seen. Jennings gets a catch here on 2nd down, makes it 3rd and somewhat manageable. He might have picked up over 10. Is this like a 3rd and 8 situation? Might have picked up around 12, 11, 12. Yep, 3rd and 8. Look at me calling, and I'm that good of a commentator. Yeah, I'm not going to toot my own horn here. I'm okay. 3rd down and 8 coming up here for the Niners. They're finding ways to convert here, but this is a tough one. Chargers might send some pressure there. They're sending pressure. Garoppolo's going to stand in the pocket, check the ball down. Jennings makes a move and picks up a 1st down. He's still on his feet. That's a hell of a play by Jennings to move the chains. Niners know they got to pick up some points here. You don't need a touchdown. You at least need a field goal. Obviously, you want a touchdown because you want to take the lead. But a field goal is needed to tie this game up.
Did another comment. So they was just like in the comments, right? It was just like Josh Allen single-handedly lost the game for you guys. And this someone said, no, the whole team lost the game for us. I said, what?
It is what it is.
What? Josh Allen gave them 3 interceptions and lost the game. One of the biggest interceptions was overtime. You're telling me the whole team lost the game?
49ers moving the football, but the Chargers defenders down. Hope he's okay.
Who?
Seemed like there was a player that was down. I think they already took him off the field, though.
In this game?
I mean, it's been injuries.
You seen that Juju hit?
Uh-huh. He'll be fine. Prayers up, though, but he'll be fine. Another first down.
Did they call that helmet to helmet? Did I give that a flag?
They did.
They did?
Yeah. Dang, another one's down? Oh, God.
Jesus.
So much injuries for the Chargers this year.
Did Cooper Cup go back in the game, or was he?
I have no clue. I have no clue.
Because I definitely seen something about that, but I didn't know if he went back in the game or not.
So we're going to have an injury timeout here because there is a Chargers defender that is currently on the floor. One of their linemen. Hopefully he is okay.
You know how bad I wanted to watch the Ravens game?
Bears versus Commanders was an all-time... Nah, don't worry about it. All right, bro. I'm not going to say nothing about that. All right. Niners got to score here.
Man, I was so upset. I was at work, and I was like, oh, it's time to watch the game. And then I was like, no, we're on bye week. We ain't got no game. So I had to watch the freaking Bills game. Just to watch that upset. I said, oh, wow. And then the Cowboys game was right after, and I was like, oh, well, I'll just watch this too, because I got nothing to watch. Just to watch that atrocious.
I forgot Black Friday's coming up. I'm not worried about that, though. I don't participate in Black Friday.
You should if you need to get these gifts.
Not interested. Bears versus Commanders was so terrible. I did start commentating my Madden game. I did do that. Was that the stream where I just started playing Madden because I got so fussed? This cannot be. Oh fuck. Oh god. Yeah. Give me a second here. Let me turn this mic off. All right, so 1st and 10 here. I had to answer that phone call. 1st and 10 here. Garoppolo he's under center. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off here. Oh, nice run. About an 8-yard pickup here. 2nd down coming up for the Niners. All right, McCaffrey's done well in this game. Total yards for the second half has just been dominated by the Niners.
And that's a 7-yard pickup and not an 8-yard.
2nd down coming up here. They're going to run this again. A move is made. Does he cross the line of scrimmage? This might be it might be either a 1st down or maybe a very short 3rd down situation. No, I think he crossed. I think they're going to give it to him. They're going to give him the spot. So 1st down here for the Niners. Got 10 minutes left to go in this game. Niners on the move. All right, 1st down. They're going to hand the ball off to McCaffrey now. And nothing is made of it.
Yeah, because you keep running the same play. You thought they was going to let you do it the 3rd time?
Chargers going to make the stop there. 2nd down coming. You got to mix it up. See, you got weapons here. You got to get more creative.
They was going to let you run that the 3rd time?
You got to be a little... Wow, the offensive lineman just straight up missed the block. Like, he was not where his assignment was supposed to be. But legitimately, they got to start mixing it up here. You got to get your guys involved. Why is Kittle even on the field if you're not going to utilize him? What are you doing? You got Kittle out here and Samuel, but you're not utilizing him. Empty backfield here for the Niners. Garoppolo takes a snap. A quick throw to McCaffrey. For what?
What?
You didn't even have blockers set up for that. What was the reason?
So forget your receivers, right? We're just gonna okay. And this is why
Let me see this.
49ers don't like you.
Let me see this again. Again, where was the blocking set up for that?
Well, this is why 49ers don't like you, bro.
There's like four. You have four Charger defenders already there. That was not set up well. What are you doing? Third and long situation. They're gonna most likely have to settle for a field goal unless somebody can make a play here. Third down and 10. You're already in field goal range. You can kick the field goal and tie this game up. Garoppolo takes a snap. Pressure coming immediately. He fires over the middle. It's caught by Ayuk. Ayuk breaking a tackle. He's trying to get in the end zone. He's down at the 1. He was dragging defenders. First and goal for the Niners. He was doing everything in his power to get defenders in this. He just nah. He was trying to just get past the defenders, just drag them into the end zone with him. Did not work out. They're at the line of scrimmage here. Garoppolo, first and goal. They're going to hand this off. McCaffrey. He's in. But there's a flag on the play. Touchdown. Wait, they're going to call it off. There's a flag, though. There's a flag. What's the flag for? Offsides on the defense. They're going to decline it. Touchdown, Niners. They're going to take the lead. They're going to take the lead. That's a great play right there. The blitz was coming. He got that out quickly to Ayuk. Ayuk was able to get the catch on this one. He was dragging defenders down to the 1. They lined up quickly. The defense of the Chargers was not fully set, and they were able to get in the end zone there. Nice one. Touchdown, Niners taking the lead. Got to get this extra point here to make this a 22. He missed it.
This is a point. Wow. Wow. Hey, that's the sweater I want.
That's good for you. Are you serious?
You watch
Freaking, for God's sakes, man. Just, what is with these kickers? Y'all can't kick for nothing. How are y'all missing extra points? What?
You watch MMA?
Why?
This person named Anthony Johnson passed away.
Rest in peace. My condolences to the family and friends and loved ones. These kickers can't kick worth a damn. If your name's not Justin Tucker, you ain't worth crap. How can these kickers consistently... It's always the Chargers!
You watched the Steelers game?
No.
Oh. Well, I heard the kicker... I think the kicker missed like 2 field goals or something like that.
That's good for
Not
them.
Field goals. Yeah, 2 field goals.
Because they ain't scoring no 2 touchdowns. Well, actually, probably did. I don't know. They won the game anyway,
Yeah,
so...
I feel like... I think it was 2 field goals. I don't
Oh,
know.
for God's sakes.
I'm not 100% sure.
Just make the kick. What's with these kickers, man? What is with these kickers? Ah, man. So the Niners take the lead, but it remains a 3-point game because apparently kickers are virtually useless if your name is not Justin Tucker. It's legitimately ridiculous. Just make the kick, man. Just make the kick. Why? Just make the kick. Just make the kick, man. These are extra points. You're supposed to be able to get this. But every time it comes down to a kick, these kickers constantly find ways to screw up in the worst situations. Just make the kick. Just make the kick. Yeah, so I guess Herbert gets to play back-to-back Sunday nights. Good for him. Chargers need to win this if they want to compete for the division. Because Kansas City at 7-2. If you're the Chargers, you win this game, you're 6-3. You'll fight them, and if you could beat the Chiefs on Sunday Night Football next week, you'll be at 7-3. All right, so here we go. Chargers down by 3.
He scored a touchdown.
I'm glad that they flex Bengals versus Steelers next week. That's good for them. Have the Chargers ever been to Super Bowl? I actually do not think so. Look at the stop there on first down. Niners making a stop here on first down. Tackle behind the line. Second down coming up here for the Niners. No, not for the Niners. For the Chargers. Nick Bosa with the stop. He gets, oh, nice tackle right there by Bosa. So second down coming up here by the Chargers. 2nd and 16. Herbert's going to take the snap here. He's going to fire. It is caught. Again, he's been targeting Eckler a lot in the past game. Nothing's really happening there.
Have appeared in one Super Bowl.
Probably in the 70s.
In 1995.
95?
And lost the game.
95?
It said 95.
95? The Chargers?
Yep. In 94, the Chargers won their first and only AFC championship. And it makes sense, 95, because it's the next following. No.
I might. I
No,
don't.
that don't make sense. 94. It said 94.
Third and, oh, he dropped that? What? They ruled it incomplete? What? Oh, so they say he didn't maintain the catch. So it's not a catch and fumble, but it's going to be an incomplete. All right. Never mind. 3rd and 16 here. You can't afford to check the ball down here. About 7 minutes left. You're down by 3 now. You can't afford to be doing all these check downs. Somebody has to get open. Where is a Justin Herbert that can make a play? Deep drop back here. Can't afford a check down. And he checks it down. Oh, boy. This is tough. When you don't have Mike Williams, this is why I tell you, man, you got to have these top tier guys. You have no Mike Williams. You have no Keenan Allen. Who the hell is he throwing out here?
94, they went to the Super Bowl and lost.
Oh, to who?
49ers.
Oh, well, I'll be damned. Did not know the Chargers got there.
Yeah, it was 26 to 49.
All right, well, didn't know the Chargers went to the Super Bowl. Good for them. That was a good.
They only went one time.
That's good for them. 6:40 left. Niners with the lead and the ball. Let's see if the Chargers defense can make a stop. Oh, man, it's been a tough game. It's been a tough game. I gotta be back here tomorrow for Monday Night Football. Oh, God, why?
11:30. I bet I'm waiting for 11:30.
For what?
That's when I'm done with stuff.
Good for you. Good for you.
That's how I watch my highlights. I ain't got time to go watch no highlights for each and every team. Come on. Shut that blows me. Like, don't go watch a movie that everybody don't know yet and then start posting on your freaking stories. That's how people don't get to see the freaking shows. Like, don't ruin the movie for other people.
All right. So, yeah, Niners had the ball. About 6 minutes left to go in the game. If you're the Niners, if you can go down the field, kill the clock, and score a touchdown, you put this game on ice. You got a great chance to do that if you're the Niners. But with Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't know if you're going to be able to do it. You went down the field, scored a touchdown to take the lead, but I don't know, man. Chiefs going to silence a lot of critics if they beat the Chargers next week. After all that talk with no Tyreek and Broncos, Raiders, they're going to win the division this year. I mean, everyone's still. I'm pretty sure people said the Chiefs are still going to win the division, despite all this other difference. Until you actually prove you can beat the King still rules. So I don't know how many people were sitting back and saying that the Broncos were gonna win. That would legitimately be a hot take. I'm pretty sure I made a hot take like that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I still had the Chiefs winning the division, but I thought the Broncos could make the playoffs and challenge them. But I don't think there's a lot of people that sat back and said, oh, yeah, the Chiefs are definitely going to lose their division now. They just said it'd be harder, but people weren't saying they were going to lose. I'm pretty sure people still had them. A nice run here. First down picked up by the Niners. I'm not exactly sure. A lot of people were sitting back and saying, oh, yeah, Chiefs are definitely going to lose the division now that the Broncos have Russell Wilson. No, I'm pretty sure people were like, Chiefs are probably going to win it, but they have a bigger challenge now, so the games are going to be harder. The Chargers, I don't think they have struggled to stop the run today. They have legitimately, like when Mitchell has ran, they've struggled to stop it. Same thing for McCaffrey. But Mitchell's really been able to find some of these holes here, and he's just been going straight through it. 1st and 10 here, under 6 left to go. Mitchell's going to run again. This time he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards. 2nd down coming up here for the Niners. .520 left to go in this game. Garoppolo's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Deebo Samuel now, and Samuel's just going to be tackled behind the line. They're going to continue to kill the clock, but that was a big stop right there by the Chargers to make this a 3rd and long situation. Now, if you're the Niners, you don't want to force anything. You're probably going to look to throw here, but you don't want to force anything if you're the Chargers. Not the Chargers, if you're the Niners, because you don't need Garoppolo throwing a pick in this situation. A turnover in this situation would be deadly. So if you're the Niners, find something. If you got to check the ball down, that's cool, but don't try to force a pass. Third down and 9. Garoppolo. Looking, firing. Caught! Ayuk with the first down, but a flag is on the field. For what? Is this on the defense? Is this on the defense? Is this on the defense? So there's no flag, so there's a first down. That's a great catch by Ayuk. A one-on-one here. Nice comeback route right there. Nice throw by Garoppolo. Oh, a really nice throw. He put it right where it needed to be. And a hell of a catch by Ayuk. First down, big first down, in fact, for the Niners, because that keeps this drive alive, and that continues to kill the clock. Ayuk today with 6 catches, 84 yards. He's definitely making a difference, man. Boy, is he making a difference here for the Niners. Four minutes left to go in this game. The Chargers have all 3 timeouts, but their defense is going to need to make a stop. They're going to run this here with McCaffrey. And the defense makes a tackle behind the line. So this is going to be maybe a 3 or 4 yard loss here. 2nd down coming up for the Niners. This is big. They got to be able to make a stop. Zach Randolph or Blake Griffin? I'll take Blake Griffin. I like the Lob City era. I was fooled before the season started with Raiders or Denver matching the Chiefs for the division race. I mean, I was saying the Chargers more so, and the Chargers are still within the race. So, but I still said the Chiefs are probably going to win it. Niners got to pass the football if they're going to win this game. That is true. They're making passes, though. They're making plays. Garoppolo on 2nd and 13. Looking. Nothing there. He's going to roll to his right. Fires. Caught by Kittle, but he is out of bounds. So third and a flag for what? Uh-oh. This might be on the Niners. Oh, for God's sakes. Doesn't mind. It doesn't matter because the Chargers choose to decline. Woo! So anyway, 3rd down and 13 here. We're under 3 minutes left to go. Chargers still have all 3 timeouts, so they're going to have a chance to try and go win this game. If they can make a stop here. If you give up a 1st down on the 3rd and 13, then you're probably screwed. 3rd down here. Garoppolo in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Looking, firing. Going to check this down to Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel is going to stay in bounds. So it's going to be 4th down here. Depending on where they are, they might be in field goal range. No, I don't think so. Let me see. Oi. No, they're going to punt this. They were at the 41-yard line, so you don't got Justin Tucker. Obviously, you're going to punt the football. So here we go. Here's the punt. Oh, my goodness. So, it looks like the Chargers are going to need to go 99 yards to win the game. They're going to obviously tie with a field goal. Here's where missing that extra point is going to come back to bite them. Because if you're the Chargers, obviously you want to play for the win, so you're going to go for the touchdown. 2-minute warning, 3 timeouts, you're the Chargers, you are going to go for the win. But in a situation like this, you really just need 3 to try and play for overtime. But who the hell wants to go to overtime? They're always going to run one play here, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous here. Play action. Herbert looking. Nobody open. 2nd and 10, and we have officially hit the 2-minute warning. They're going to be in trouble, man. They are really going to be in trouble here. You know what? They're actually right. Low key, this should have this should have been a touchback. How'd y'all miss that? I mean, never mind, it's the refs. Cause I don't even think, did he wave? No. It wasn't even a wave, bro. He caught it right there and it just kept moving backwards. Like, low key, that probably should have been a touchback there, but instead they kind of get screwed over because the refs don't know what they're doing half the time. Way to go, refs. How'd you miss that one today? Huh? How'd you miss that one? Anyway, figure things out, Chargers. You need to get into field goal range to tie this game. Second and 10 here. What is it now? Time to see if Herbert can be clutch. True. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Under 2 left to go. Herbert takes a snap. Herbert can't afford a sack. Herbert throws. It is incomplete. Pressure is coming fast. There's nobody open. This is going to be 3rd down here. They're in a very tough spot here. 3rd down and 10. You need to pick up the 1st down here. Obviously, it's 4 down territory, but you need to get this here. Pressure's coming quick. Herbert looking. Checks the ball down. McKinney picks up a couple yards, but he's short. Unfortunately, if you're the Chargers, you have no choice but to go for it on 4th down. The clock is ticking. Obviously, if they don't get this here, they're going to have maybe a chance. They can't afford to use a timeout here because if they don't pick this up on 4th down, their defense is going to have to make a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. 4th and 3. This is damn near for the game. If I'm the Niner, I'm sending all the pressure. 4th down. Herbert fires. It is incomplete. Palmer couldn't make the catch. And with a minute 17 left, the Chargers look done. Now, here's the thing. The Chargers have all 3 timeouts. There's a minute 17 left to go, but the Chargers have all 3 timeouts, meaning they can stop the clock 3 times and get this football back. Basically, what the Chargers are asking their defense to do is to go out there and stop a touchdown. That's it. There's no picking up a 1st down because I believe they're, where are they? The 7-yard line? The 8-yard line? It's automatically 1st and goal. Yeah, it's 1st and goal for the Niners. So if the Niners score a touchdown, the game is over. Your defense has to come out here and make a goal line stand. If they give up a touchdown, the game is over. If they don't, the Chargers will have one last chance to win this game, but they'll need a touchdown because obviously the Niners will kick a field goal. They haven't been able to stop the run, though. Look at this. Mitchell almost got in on 1st and goal. So there's the 1st timeout. If they can't make a stop here and give up a touchdown, the game is done. 1st timeout by the Chargers. Yeah, they're about to be 5-4. They really about to be 5-4. This is already looking terrible. They about to be 5-4. This is tough. Niners need a touchdown here to put this game on ice. Chargers need a stop to get the ball back. 2nd down here. 2nd and goal. Chargers defense makes a stop. He might have picked up a yard. 3rd and goal here. You're asking your defense to make one more stop. If they can make one more stop, a field goal is kicked, and you're going to have a chance with probably about a minute left to go in this game to go down the field and score a touchdown. At that point, you can't be checking the ball down. Oh, man, this is tough. It's going to be 3rd down at the 1. So this game is coming down to the wire. If they can't make a stop, where's Christian McCaffrey? With the game on the line, I'm giving it to Christian McCaffrey on 3rd and goal. If McCaffrey can get us in, we win the game. If he cannot, we kick the field goal, and the Chargers will get one last chance to beat us. But Chargers, they were smart to not use all their timeouts because they really could have, but they're like, nah, if we don't get this 4th down, we could be in trouble. We need all 3 of our timeouts. So they preserved their timeouts well. They were actually prepared for a situation like this. Now you're the Niners. They're going to call their 1st timeout. So this is where things get a little bit dicey. You have to have the right play call here. I'm not looking to throw. I got to get to McCaffrey. But the type of protection and how you're going to hand this off really does matter. Niners take on the Cardinals, Saints, Dolphins. That's going to be a tough game. Bucks, Seahawks, Commanders, Raiders, and Cardinals. Week 11. So next week, They're taking on the Cardinals in Mexico or Mexico City. That's interesting. He had Brady in Germany today, so that was cool for them. Third down and goal. Can the defense make a stop? Or will the Niners put this game on ice? From the 1.5 yard line. Third down and goal. Here it is for the game. The Chargers make a stop. What type of play call was that? Why didn't you just line up under center and just hand it to McCaffrey? What was the point? What was the point? I don't get the play call here. Why not just line up under center and just get this to McCaffrey? You just lost a yard. Kick the field goal, man. Kick the field goal. There's no point in trying to play these type of games. Kick the field goal. I'm not trying. Why are they trying to take these type of gambles? They're gonna go for this on fourth down. Please, for the love of God, I don't think this is a good idea. Empty backfield here for Garoppolo. What type of play are they about to run? Okay, they're gonna motion Mitchell back up here. I don't like this play. I don't like this call at all. Because you know if they make a stop, the clock's gonna stop too. They're not gonna run it. They're trying to get them to jump. They're trying to get them to jump. Okay, good. They're trying to get them to jump. So they don't jump. That's good. Kick the field goal, and now the Chargers are gonna have a chance to win this game. I was about to say, did Shanahan lose his marbles? What are you doing? They're going to kick the field goal, and they're going to try to win this game here. He's not missing this. He's not missing this. And again, I don't know, with the way these kickers have been acting, a 20-yard field goal could be missed. If he completely shanks it. Kick is up. It's good. All right, so it's a 22-16 game. Here's where things get a bit dicey. There's a minute left in the game. The Chargers, if they go down the field and end up scoring a touchdown, they'll tie the game. An extra point wins it. If you're the Niners, you will be very hurt because that extra point miss could come back to bite you. But there's a minute left to go. Chargers, you need a touchdown. Oh, man. Every year with the Cardinals, just pathetic. And the Rams they've just been a disappointment this year. They've just been a straight up disappointment. All right. So, you know what? AFC West, start of the season, everyone knew the Chiefs were probably going to win it. Now, it's pretty much about, wow, the Chargers haven't really moved at all. Start of the season, they had a 57% chance. Right now, they have a 56% chance. So what has really changed besides 1%? Still about the same. Time to see if Herbert can be clutch again this time. Well, I mean, yeah, he got a second chance. So Chargers, if they don't win this game, they're 5-4, and they'll be heading into next week trying to take on the Chiefs as a 5-4 football team. If they win, they will be 6-3. Going up against the 7-2 Chiefs, where they could have a chance to try and get the division away from, or try to take that division lead, or attempt to do so, or at least be tied. All right, 1st and 10 here. Herbert with a chance to win this game. 53 seconds left on the clock. You need a touchdown. What is your go-to play right off the bat? So obviously you're going to have to pick up a good chunk of yards here because you're starting from your own 23-yard line. So 1st and 10, Herbert throws, fires. Oh, my goodness. That's the game. That's a pick. That's the game.
Dang.
I don't know who the hell he was throwing to. Who the hell was he throwing to? Who the hell was he throwing to? Menace, you're sick. You had no faith. Menace, you don't get to say that. You had no faith in this team winning. You sat back and said, I give up on the game. I'm going to bed. And then you pulled up at the end once you won. That's wild. You said, nah. We saw you. You said, I have no faith to believe we can win this game. I'm going to bed. I'm out. And then your team won. And you're like, yeah, I always believed they were going to win this. Let's go, Niners. That is cheap. That's wild. But yeah, that's a pick. That's a pick. That's definitely a pick. That's definitely a pick. And that will put this game on ice. All right, so the LA Chargers will lose this game 22-16. They will drop to 5-4 on They will drop to 5-4 on the season, and they will be taking on the Kansas City Chiefs next week on Sunday Night Football. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they improved to 5-4. They're trying to fight with the Seahawks for that division. Honestly, I think the Niners have a great shot to win the division over the Seahawks, but we'll see what happens. ESPN had Justin Herbert, Stafford, and Watson, top 10 quarterbacks over Lamar. And I don't care. I don't care what ESPN had rankings. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I really, really don't care. I don't care what they rank him. I don't care if they think he's a running back, quarterback, receiver. I don't give a damn what ESPN's got to say. I don't care. But, yeah. Niners managed to get the job done. 5-4 in the season. You're within range to win the division. Seattle took an L today. I believe they took on the Bucks. So they took an L today in Germany. So what does that drop them to? 6-4? Let me see here. Let me look at the standings. Seattle right now is 6. They're 6-4. So with this win, the Niners become 5-4. They're fighting with the Seahawks for that division, and it can go either way, honestly. We will see what happens. Anyway, I am tired. It's been a long day. I appreciate you guys stopping by, but I'm going to cut it here. Obviously, we got Monday Night Football tomorrow with the Commanders and the Eagles. That's going to be a whole headache. It is what it is. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. With that being said, that's all I've got, and I'm out of here, man.